Yo, 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 we finna get to it, man. Play this little intro right fast. A little bit behind, but nevertheless, man, what's up, man? How we feeling? Let's get this little intro going. Man, I be running behind so much come on, man, to where I be having to hop on right at the time. It's 3:34, man. Damn it. So let's crank it up. So man, how y'all feeling? I see we got some comments and everything, man. How y'all feeling? Oh shit. Steve Elward. Misha, you man, shout out to you, Misha. You pulled up right away tonight. Hold on, let me go ahead and get this what's the name jumping right fast. We gonna get right back to it. Man, y'all get your popcorn and shit tonight because we got some shit that we gonna go into. We're gonna share and we're gonna get it popping. So without further ado, a shout out DMV, Steven. What it do, man? How y'all feeling? Let's see, share screen. Let's get this intro going. And for some reason, I restarted my computer, man. So I won't be having those problems tonight, but we don't know. Hey Tam, how you doing, love? So let's go ahead and get this cracking, and I'll be right back.
Late nights, open mics. Truth only moved when the room got ordered. Mr. Peppers and Prime on the control. Welcome to Charlie Chan TV. Yeah. Three beautiful women, whole panel in a vibe. Vibing with me, she set the tone when she look you in your eyes. Yeah. Tam talk straight, no filter, no disguise. And a smooth with it, every word calm but precise. Chat going crazy, yeah, the numbers stay live. Everybody got opinions when the combo get tight. Different views, same table, respect, stay intact. Late night panels where the feelings meet fact. No retreat. TV, Charlie Chan, TV, Charlie Chan, TV, Charlie Chan, TV.
Once again, man, Charlie Chan out here, man. Some of the most beautiful women, bitch friendly, like that.
Yeah, sick of the lies. Same topics rotate every time they go live. Black man in Germany, Berlin, state of mind. Different culture, different land, still speaking this side. Black cleaner, keep it solid, street calm, no flex. Miguel, keep it gangster, let the truth handle the rest. Ain't nobody running when the questions get steep. Nothing moves unless Peppers not prime say speak. Two moderators, one room, one mic at a time. Now let it cook. Charlie Chan, TV, Louisiana, where it starts, southern roots, but the vision way bigger than charts. And I'm talking night. But he said, cam up, Charlie, yeah, pressure like that. Hey, the travel POV, hey, late nights, don't sleep. Real talk, real boss speech, Peppers Prime, crowd loud, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, shout out to Live Chat. Shout out to Replay Game. Shout out to supporters who keep the lights on. If you're here every night, we see you. Let's talk.
Charlie Chan TV. Charlie Chan TV. You got here at Ryan Party, man. This number right now, man. My list, man.
Yeah. And we in this thing, man. How y'all feeling? Tam, what's up? Yeah, I don't know. I still ain't sat down to make a new song yet, but I still think that song dope. I know Misha, bro ain't make the song, but I still think it's dope. And even Rainier put his stamp on it. He said that was hard, but yeah, that's what's up. What happened to your song, Misha? I know PLV had said you had put one together. So yeah, what happened to that? Yeah, no, we in here kicking it, man. It's Well, what's been catching my attention is what's going on in these YouTube streets. But yeah, man, shout out to Misha. I'm here with the YT family. You know what I mean? Like kicking it with y'all. Feel like I'm at home when I'm kicking it with y'all. DMV was good, my good brother. Misha, the one and only. Goddamn it, Tam. Shout out to you, love. You said I have to put the intro together. Yeah, for sure. Like say, man, believe it or not, I worked probably a day and a half putting all those damn clips together because I had to go fish them out through my memory in my computer, put them in there, size them down, make sure. If you notice, when at the beginning, I was trying to make the clips come in as the beat changed, so that shit got tiresome very fast though. But yeah, no, man, we in here kicking it, man. Like say, man, shout out to the YT family, man. So yeah, man. Like I say, what's going on right now, just as far as like the internet go, because I'm so happy that they're not talking about the travel community and shit like that. I think we did as travelers what we should have done. We just let them have it because sooner or later they're gonna turn on themselves. O'Shea Duke Jackson, well, I can't say he turned on but he's still keeping his same stands. But Anton Daniel, the shit with Mika, they got the lead attorney. It's like the whole black YouTube space is going nuts right now. They got was it Lakeisha or something like that? She's going in on Mika. House of Hypocrites got them going in on Anton. I think Corey about to crumble because. Man, yeah, because it got deep. It's getting deep. You know what I mean? And once again, I'm so happy to where we not at the center of the top of the conversation to where we could just sit back and now it's our time to observe them, to talk about them, in my opinion. But who knows? So, guys, I'm tell y'all up front, hopefully now my goal time tonight is 2 to 2.5 hours because I could come back to back long as we starting to cutting them short and stuff like that. But that's my goal tonight. So I'm gonna need y'all I'm supposed to have a live counter up here. I don't know what's going on with that. But amongst that, bro, I want to tell y'all, man, if you ain't hit the like and subscribe button yet, bro, what are you doing? It's free. It's free. I'm not charging you for it or nothing, man. It's free. Oh shit, let me see if I can. So yeah, y'all make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, man, because we're gonna be kicking it over here. The more y'all like and subscribe, the more I could drop these videos every day. But other than that, bro, I'll be working. I'm probably the hardest working non-job having person that anybody know. Well, shout out to my good brother right there because I know he out there going hard too. But yeah. Without a job, I'm out here doing me. That's a fact, though. I still ain't got to that video to where he said you've been chopping up the lives into shorts and smaller clips by now, or no? Not yet, bro. I'm gonna get around to it. Like say, probably tomorrow. I'm more than likely not gonna go live tomorrow because who watching the fight? If you're watching the fight, man, put your hand and make yourself known. I'm watching the fight. Keeping it a buck. Although Ryan Garcia is supposed to win, I don't want him to win. I don't fuck with Ryan Garcia. Like, see, here's the thing. When you say certain stuff, man, words are like toothpaste, man. Once it's out, you can't put it back in. And for some reason, shout out to Young Carl, I feel like that deserves a pause. But Ryan Garcia has been saying some crazy shit, man. And that's just like Shakur Stevenson beat goddamn Teofimo Lopez so bad that he apologized for slavery. You know what I mean? Like, man, I'm sorry, man. What happened to y'all? I shouldn't have said nothing. And man, he put pause on that man. I'm talking about, you know how, like, say your homeboy get into a fight or something, and goddamn he beating the other dude up so bad to you, low key, like, just hit him back. Just fight. Like, damn. Like, that's how it was with goddamn Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. I just, like man, just get in a punch or something, bro. Like, if you're gonna cheat, this is the point to where you do it, because that man beat the shit out of you, man. Like, he made you look like an amateur, bro. Hey, what's good, Two-Tone? But yeah, who watching the fight tomorrow? I think it's Mario Barrios and Ryan Garcia fight. I don't know what the fuck they feel so special about Ryan Garcia. He done got like a couple title shots back to back, and he losing them. You know, like Rolly Romero, I think he's good. Y'all know I know boxing and shit like that. But Rolly Romero, I think he's good, but he's not an A-level fighter like Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, Tank Davis. I think Keyshawn Davis is a A-level fighter. He went to the Olympics and shit. But yeah, I'm saying all of that to say I'm watching the fight tomorrow, so I'm definitely not gonna go live tomorrow. I don't know, man. What y'all think? I'm thinking about. I probably should try an earlier live, probably like 4 or 5 o'clock, just to see what it hit for. But man, last night I think it was a dope ass live. Stayed a little bit longer than I wanted to, but it wasn't nearly as long as it usually be. So we're making progress over here, man. Charlie Chan Nation, we goddamn it, we're making progress over here. So but yeah, no, I got and I got into all that to say I'm gonna try to start clipping up shit Saturday. But once again, I got over 100 hours of live stream, and to watch all of that and then go in and clip up the parts and shit that's like that I feel super dope and stuff like that, it's gonna take some time. I'm gonna have to do it as I go. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, bro. I'm thinking about testing out just different times to see what work and stuff like that. Y'all know I'm still growing over here, man. So, man, shout out to the community, bro, because I really, really appreciate y'all. Like I said, I talk to like some people a part of this community more than I talk to people in my family. By far. You know what I mean? I talk. Okay. Family, that sounds. I talk to his cousin, and I talk to my brothers. That's another reason why I got on late tonight, because I was talking to one of my brothers, because we rarely talk, and I had to hit him up and ask him about something. Sticking to the plan. Well, I might drink tomorrow because of the fight, but still drinking water, not drinking on screen. But yeah, no, that I'm definitely on that. Want to just try different times, try different things, see how it stick. Because, like I say, yesterday we did what 3.5 hours, and I think we still did some decent. Some decent watch hours and stuff like that. So, man, with the help of y'all, bro, I'm figuring it out, man. So yeah, I might try to go live tomorrow, but it depends on how tonight go. Once I get off, can I get some work done and things of that nature? So yeah, we on it. I don't know, for some reason I feel like somebody playing with my thermostat, because since I done came on, like goddamn, it got hot as hell in my crib, which is crazy. But yeah, man, like I said, I'm gonna drop the link super fast tonight, because we could go and get in the kitchen, get it cooking and shit. But yeah, man, what y'all think? I'm well, depending on if y'all watching, because I pay close attention to these YouTube streets. The thing with Corey Holcomb, when it all started, bro, I felt like Corey Holcomb was a real one, man. You know what I mean? It's showing his buster side, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. All of this shit coming out showing Corey Holcomb buster side. If anybody thought Anton Daniels was a street guy, you don't really know street guys. Like, he's not a street nigga. You can tell by the way he carry himself and the thing he say out his fucking mouth that he's not a street guy. But the street guy that was supposed to be Corey Holcomb, man, he turning out to be a buster, bro. You know what I mean? Let's just keep it a buck. Hey, little drinky drink. Shout out to Misha. What it do? Boxley, you said you agree with what part? Because I know Boxley, shout out to Boxley. Whatever he feel 100%. There's no that, and that's why I fuck with brothers like Boxley, because it's no straddling in the fence with him. You know what I mean? There's no straddling in the fence with some brothers. Like, they either got a clear side that they stand on, or they don't give a fuck. Point blank, period. You know what I mean? So shout out to Boxley. Now I feel you. Misha. I might have a drink tomorrow, but believe it or not, bro, it's easier for me to quit than to quit, drink a little bit, then quit again. You know what I mean? Like, say, my progress was thrown all the way off, but I'm having some company this weekend because, as you know, the 3 pillars, I cut out women, drinking, and smoking. So this weekend, I might do a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? You agree? Yeah, both of them. Oh yeah, you say you fuck with both of. Well, you agree with both of it? Yeah, man. I think Anton, like, if you think he a street dude, come on, bro. You don't really know street dude. And Corey Holcomb, that was coming off as the OG, and he abide by the rules and shit, the street rules and shit like that. He coming off as a buster, bro. No, both of them has fucked up though, Boxley, but I can tell you who feeling the brunt of it is Corey Holcomb. Corey Holcomb. I'm gonna tell you one thing I don't respect about what Corey Holcomb got going on. You got you for one, you call Anton out for kissing the ass of white people and all of that shit, which hey, sometimes we do. I'm not on his side either or when it comes to that. But you got everything to say about people in the black community as you being a black person and you talking about you black this, black that, and everything else. But when Harvey Levy put your ass out and he the real motherfucker that what you could call backdoorian, you ain't said shit about him. Unless I missed it. But you call Lead a backdoorian person, you call Anton backdoorian, you call everybody every man that you ever ran across and you guys don't get along with, you call him backdoorian. But the real nigga that everybody knows backdoorian, you don't say nothing to him. Why is it? Because he white? You know what I mean? So yeah. He said he was part-time drinking. Sometimes, bro. Sometimes it's just like right now, bro. It's third and first, man. I gotta get it across the goal line, man. I gotta get it. I mean, 3rd and 1. I gotta get across the goal line. So that's why I be focusing in so much. Like, bro, you know how much I be wanting to play Call of Duty on my TV, bro. I just want to. I contemplate that a lot. Go and give me a screaming Xbox or PlayStation and go ahead hook because I will murder a lot. Well, no, that come out wrong. On Call of Duty, I will, yeah. A lot of you can't see me for real. But you said you are not interested. Elaborate. Say Anton is emotional about everything, as his wife said. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, elaborate what you mean by that, bro. But yeah, like just in my opinion, I think Corey Holcomb is taking the brunt of it just because for one, he's losing money. The little chick that came out and the video surface of him putting no, I'm not entertained by him, if that's what you mean. But like say that came out. So then, oh man, he said the horriblest things about children. Like, come on, bro, you PDFing out here, man. Like, come on, man. Like, comedy gotta have a limit somewhere. Yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, no, people, that's what I do, bro. Just because that's why I don't smoke like that, because I gotta focus. If I'm too busy playing games and smoking and chasing women and shit like that, where do it come time in to get bread, man? Everybody want to live these rapper lives and shit like that. Don't realize majority of rappers end up back in the hood with you. And they had every chance in the world. You know what I mean? So, yeah, no. That focus is like, who said that? I think I heard Fabulous say that. He said, my main focus is to remain focused. So, I don't play games. I don't even go to clubs like that no more. Some have to smoke to stay focused. Do they though? That's my question. Do they though? Like, I could get it, like, say, because, like, shout out to Webby, down south rapper. If y'all don't know who Webby is, you know what I mean. Got them, he's down. But he said, if it weren't for Baby Bop, I would have downed you niggas years ago. Which, man, if it weren't for me, like, smoking, getting high, man, I would have been did something to you niggas. So I get that. You know what I mean? But to smoke, you said I'm focused on it. Baby. Well, you ain't gotta you put on your 3D glasses because I'm coming at you, goddamn it, like a 3D movie, love. But yeah, no, I don't need like no. I don't know. Well, there is some type. There's some like they got indicas, they got sativas, they got hybrids and things of that nature. But and I have smoked some shit to where it made me hyper focused. You know what I mean? But other than that, bro, like, and that's very few and far between. So I really don't like just be throwing it because when you getting your shit from a nigga named Tyrone that's standing in front of the gas station, like he can't. Yeah, this is a hybrid, nigga. You don't know. You bought that nigga from a nigga named Ping or Yang or some shit, bro. You don't know for real. But yeah. But other than that, bro, yeah, no, I just be trying to lock in because when I smoke, what happened? Now I come up with some of my best ideas because my mind just be wandering and shit like that. But focus weed, yeah, for sure. My mind just be wondering and shit like that. But as far as just focusing in on work, I just can't do it. I just can't do it as far as smoking and drinking. Like say when I especially when I think about drinking and having a cigar, I more or less think about relaxing and taking a moment to enjoy life. You know what I mean? Just taking because I don't want to work myself to death, but shit, it's better that than fucking being fucked up. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, bro. You said, well, I have said that a couple times, but I don't mind sharing it, bro. Well, I got a certain health journey that I'm on. Like it includes like physical fitness, weight loss, and things of that nature. I got a mental journey that I'm on to where it includes like leveling up as far as my Spanish go, getting in a certain amount of books and just leveling up my whole education. And then I got financial goals to where I'm trying to have a certain number in a month. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do it all above board. Like if it's not above board, come on, bro, you could do 100 bands in a month without being above board. But I'm trying to get to a certain number in a month being above board. You know what I mean? So those are some of that's the majority of my goals, not without going into like specific goals. But yeah, for sure, man. Generally, statistically speaking, people that wait till New Year's to make resolutions and shit like that, they generally quit by February, 15th, 16th? They generally quit. So that'd be my thing. I come up with a new one every week just because like it's like I'm watching game tape. I'm seeing what I did wrong and I need to go in there, execute and make it better and do better. Shout out to my good brother, Mr. Peppers, man. That's my cigar brother. You know what I mean? I was just talking about some cigars with my actual mama's son, my actual brother, and he was like, yeah, man, I said, I was like, bro, you smoke cigars? He like, yeah. I said, bro, we not talking about Black and Milds. Those are not cigars for real. What are you talking about? He said, no, nigga, don't blame me. I do be smoking cigars. So when somebody say they fuck with cigars, whether you close to me or not, I'm always testing your knowledge or I'm testing like, are you really about that? I'm like, okay, what's your favorite brand? There's that. But like say, far as my favorite brand, if you guys wanted to, I say Monte Cristo. That's a good brand. The book that White Guys Should Have All the Fun, that was one of his Reginald F. Lewis. That was one of his favorite cigars. And those are some super dope cigars. Also, Andrew Tate and his brother, they spoke about Monte Cristos before. I like Gurkhas. We talked about that last night. Yeah, now here's the thing. A lot of people, well, myself included, I didn't know the Dominican Republic was such a big cigar place. Garcia Vegas. Yeah, I don't. Well, the Garcia Vegas that I know is we call them bust downs. Like those are the easiest thing. That's how I started. That's how I learned how to roll. But the DR is a big cigar place. I didn't really know that at first, but once I sat there and I went to that cigar lounge and I really got to smoking those cigars, I was like, man, this bitch just tastes fresh. And it's like, oh, because they're made here, this, that, and the third. And she went into a whole history of it. And it was intriguing, except I was drinking, so I couldn't really indulge the way that I wanted to because I was literally at the cigar bar. But yeah, no, that was it was dope, and I didn't know like the DR is huge. Right there, you go, for sure, for sure. Shout out to Black Cleaner pulling up, man. How you doing, good brother? Yeah, I didn't know that, man. Next time I go, I'm probably gonna see if I can like spend some good money on them to get some back. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm gonna drop the link right fast and shit. Like I say, y'all know it's generally like a good 15 to 30-minute little intro and shit like that before we start cooking, shit like that. But I really want to just dive in on that, man. Just give my whole intro on what y'all think about what's going on with the Anton Daniels, with the Mika shit. You know what I mean? Turns out, man, Mika's crafty, man. She's crafty, man. Listen, there's nothing more dangerous than a beautiful woman with a demonic plan. And I'm not saying Mika had a demonic plan, but come on, man. Like, go on, get a firearm and take me out, man. Don't use one of these bras to come kill me slowly, bro. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, now here's the thing. The female, I think her name Lakeisha or something like that, she was going in on me, like, oh, she's a whore, and you this, that, and the third. You got a husband now. Turns out she do got a husband, and to say the least, man, he gotta be a sucker, man. Like, ain't no way that my wife, especially for 2-3 bands a month, man. Come on, man. If 2-3 bands a month is what really got her going over there doing this, that, and the third, bro, you need to start selling bowls or something, man. Like, pick up a hobby, like do shit. Man, sell corn on the side of the road or something, bro. Like, this is, by corn, I really mean corn too. Like the elote joint. Like, she said she getting $2,000 to $3,000 a month, which is cool on YouTube. Honestly, if I get there, I'll be blessed. But just for you to go over there and be doing that, like my wife sitting on the floor at the fucking NBA game with a nigga all hugged up and shit. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. But that song, ain't no way. Ain't no way, bro. And then, like, I mean, everybody could tell from the outside looking in that Anton Daniels and his wife got some type of understanding. You know what I mean? Which is, I think, in my opinion, is smart. You know what I mean? Like, she ain't got to be out here dealing with any Pookie and Ray Rays. He keep her laced up, buying her new cars and shit like that. Like, a lot of these hoes selling box for a couple dollars. At least she locked in and living the best life. She got a kid out of him, so, and he have even said, no matter what happened between them, she gonna be taken care of. So why not? You know what I mean? So it's obvious that they got something going on, like where they got an agreement. And from the outside looking in, okay, I respect the sanctity of marriage and stuff like that. But how can people judge the other people that don't? Like, say if he got something going on with his wife and they agree on it, like, who are we to judge? But when he bring into that Christianity shit, I think that kind of changed the narrative, in my opinion. But I don't know, man. To me, like I say, the whole shit with Corey Holcomb, and he will still be cool. I think like he made some sucker ass moves. Like, what you do is you do the same shit. Like, you supposed to be a pillar of the black community and shit like that, but you made 2 black women look like monkeys. What type of shit is that? Come on, like, we gotta call a spade, man. What type of shit is that? Every black man that you get into it with, he's like backdoorian, but the white dude that's really backdoorian, that the whole world know that he's a backdoorian, you don't say nothing about him. I don't know what I did to y'all, but his words, I'm losing gear. Wow, okay, to him. You pleading to him, but when it comes to everybody else, you call him leading an N-word, ASS, attorney. Come on, man. But yeah, no, man. That's just my thoughts on it. Boxley, what it do, good brother? That's just my thoughts, stuff like that. Boxley, how you doing, man?
I'm Gucci. Better every day.
I heard that, man.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
heard that.
Yeah. No, I keep up with the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like I matter of fact, what's crazy is I was on Mika's show. With Anton, and he let's say he had to and I was on there because I'm on the travel bro passport bro side of things. So, I was on there to defend us and talk about brothers that have the freedom. And Anton does what he does. Starts putting up the roadblocks. And you know what I'm saying? Man, I remember this is like 2 years ago. I was in Colombia and I was on the show, and he literally blocked me. You know what I'm saying?
No. Hey, I know you got that. Send me the clip of that, bro. I want to see that.
Bro, it was wild, bro. I swear I had to find it, but yeah, man, I was on there and he did what he do, and like he do with Molly, like he does with Molly, like protect her and let her say anything crazy to you, and I started to turn up. I'm like, you just gonna let them talk any kind of way? Cool, no problem.
Nah, you definitely turn up, Boxley. Like,
no
yeah,
problem.
no,
like no problem.
You definitely be turning up. But hold on, right fast. Let me shout out because some people starting to roll up. Shout out to Misha. How you doing, sis? You good?
Chilling. What's up with y'all?
Man, kicking more game than goddamn it karate. Well, kicking more shit than karate instructor. OTO, how you feeling over there, brother?
Stupid, bro.
Good to go. Shout out to you.
Oh man, appreciate you. Black Cleaner, what's the word, bro? How you feeling?
Chilling. Shout out to the panel. Yo, that was the same situation that happened with me with that's the person that I was telling you. They was talking about Floyd and lining him up with us in the travel community, and I'm like, yo, how you gonna be trying to put a 20-year-old in line with a group of grown men, and that's when he blocked me.
Mm-hmm. That was the AD channel and shit like that.
Yep.
Wow, no, that's crazy.
So with it being Mika, like they just essentially just would not let me talk. They would not they just wouldn't let me talk. Like it was crazy.
Well, here's the thing, Boxley. If I'm gonna call a spade, when it comes to the women over here. Not anybody could talk. It's just when they get like disrespectful is when I kind of step in. But like say the women that's over here, Tim, Misha, even Anna, all them women could hold their own. But when people feel like when men feel like they're gonna pull up and just bully them, like this not that type.
I'm not a bully. I don't think I'm a bully.
No, I'm not saying you bullied them, but I know how you could get, bro. Me and you talk in the back office all the time.
I know. I like Kim. I think that she's an intelligent, strong woman, and she deserves respect. You know what I'm saying? And she knows, and she understands us. So I'm not gonna like she understands us. She rolls with us, rocks with us, is on our side. So,
yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
That's what like even back then last year when. It was, me and Ken was, and I'm like, Ken, get to the point. I was just like, how you like to drag, you dragging stuff out, but it was just, I was like, man, I'm impatient. I wasn't drinking or nothing. I was just like, man, I'm impatient, man. Listen, man, your interrogation of her is, you know what I'm saying, slow, He was like Matlocking her, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he definitely was. He definitely
coming like
was.
Matlock, just like that old man setting her up for her to admit you're guilty.
Well, here's the thing. I think shout out to Berlin because I got to hit him up. You know what I mean? I think hopefully his birthday passed and he got off of his fast and stuff like that. But he called. He said, "Man, Ken, you did all that cooking and dropped the plate at the end, bro. What was that about?"
Damn, that's crazy.
Shout out to that. But real quick, hey Tim, how you doing, love?
That's because he never went nowhere with it. Like
no, and that's why Berlin was calling him out. He was like, "Bro, you was building up to something, then at the end it was just a dud." You know what I mean? So That's what it was. But shout out to Ken. I fucks with him. Ken, you can tell he's a smart man, but sometimes going back and forth with people is not everybody's strong suit. But just real quick, Misha, do you know? Are you familiar with what's going on with these YouTube streets as far as like Corey Holcomb, Anton Daniel, and stuff like that?
Nope.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, and it generally wouldn't catch my attention, but the same brothers that's involved in that stuff is the same brothers that was like kind of shitting on the travel community.
Correct.
So it's our turn to just I'm not gonna sit back and really talk shit. I just give my honest opinion of it, but it's our turn to critique them and shit like that. The well-to-do brothers and when y'all ain't got shit to talk about, y'all make fun of people with passports, specifically black men. But that's just my standpoint. OTO, what you think about the situation?
Man, YouTube antics as always. But shout outs to the brother Anton. I mean, I definitely like most of his commentary about financings, just about also getting your life in order. But when it comes to relationships, I mean, I really don't listen to a lot of people about that stuff. But I get everybody has their dirt. Everybody has their secrets. I don't know if anything's confirmed. People are just chatting like they always do. But I'd say it's a big nothing burger. It'll blow over probably a week from now and a month from now, and we keep it pushing. It's just something I guess people are entertained by. But for me, shout outs to the big homie. It's about his overall message. And I think for the most part, it's pretty positive, even though he did do a little jab at the passport or, the passport community. But, I don't care.
Yeah, for sure. And like say, as far as on the surface, it's not really that important. And let me be clear, because I have said this before on the other, I'm a part of it. Like say, I'm watch his Patreon, because when it comes to business,
bag chases,
I don't think I'll go say that, but I don't want to say I'm a part of it. I do partake in say
you tap in. Yeah.
When it comes to business, he good, bar none. Like if say you'll be hating if you didn't agree to that. Like when it comes to YouTube, when it comes to business and things of that nature, he really know what he's talking about.
YouTube.
Yeah, I pay all year to watch when he drop YouTube content, because he is really second
like
to
a machine.
None. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he like a machine the way he produced it. But I think I like him too, because it's just personality is braggadocious. Definitely he stands firm on his beliefs and who he believes himself to be and his potential. And then most men in general don't feel like that about themselves. So they always try to humble you and get you to shut up about your abilities and your competence and your accomplishments. And then to have him, at least especially a black man, who's very, he stands on his square about what he believes in and what he does and the effects he has on the community. And then he's like, bring it in the ring. If you can match up toe to them. I mean, of course he has his flaws. As all people have their flaws. But at the end of the day, I say the macro is definitely positive. And I think a lot of people just don't take well to those type of archetypes for men. They want you to just shut up, be humble, say, oh, no, I ain't really did nothing without my mama type shit. But he just ain't like that. Shout out to him.
Yeah, and you know what? That's a great point, OTO. I agree with that. Like say, he do stand on who he is, but I think like say when it came to the whole Corey Holcomb situation, I think he played that wrong. I think both of them won and lost, in my opinion. Like Corey outstreet, goddamn it, Anton Daniels, and Anton Daniels out corporate him. But unfortunately, YouTube is a corporate world, so Corey Holcomb is taking the brunt of that. Like his reputation is goddamn it tarnished. So, and Anton Daniels seems to have been moved on. You know what I mean? Except for this Mika situation, and looks like they kind of ending her marriage. But shout out to you, KB. Tam, are you familiar with what's going on with any of that? I know you out there keeping them good benefits going, baby. So if you're not, I understand.
I might be in and out because I posted some plants today, so I'm selling them. But the only reason why I know is because the more y'all talk about it be popping up on my YouTube.
Okay.
So then I click on it and I watch it, but I don't really have an opinion on it because it don't,
Yeah, I get that. Well, and here's another thing. I would say this: if a person get on this internet and say Mika is ugly, they haters. They haters. You cannot say that. Listen, no matter what you can say, you can call her a whorelid, a Jezebel, anything, but you can't call that woman ugly.
A Jezebel.
Yeah, you know, I took it down south.
Jezebel. A Jezebel.
It sounds like you just changed your tones on it. Wasn't that the same thing you said twice? You good, Tim?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
listening.
Okay. KB, what's up, brother? How you feeling?
I'm good. Jezebel, who's the Jezebel? What are we talking about?
Well, we're talking. We was bringing up the whole thing is like, say, like what's going on in these YouTube streets, far as like Anton Daniel, Corey Holcomb. They even involved the lead attorney, which bro came out clean and untarnished. Now that's another brother that's on his game when it comes to YouTube. The lead attorney, bar none, top tier. You know what I mean? I put him in MTR and a couple of other brothers like top tier content creators. You know what I mean? And listen, Corey Holcomb called him out, and he said, "Man, I never had to do this, but I came out with receipts," and he showed his receipts. So, and Corey Holcomb, his response to that was to dox lead attorney, which was crazy to me. Like sometimes you could hit below the belt, but we know that's the type of person Corey Holcomb is turning out to be, a dishonorable man. You know what I mean? Because to bring up, and then, okay, now here's the thing. This just my quick. People your age, KB, is that they get more of a pass because there's no honor in your age nowadays. You know what I mean? But growing up, there was honor. There were certain ways that men conducted themselves. Like we could be in the barbershop, we could be talking crazy as hell. But as soon as a woman and a child walk in, everybody straighten up. There's no more cursing. There's no more explicit conversations because men know how to carry themselves. Now,
hold on. What exactly? I heard about this a few weeks ago, but I mean, when I heard about it, I'm like, man, this is nigga news. I didn't really pay too much attention. It's nigga news, man. I'm just like, man, whatever, you know. I heard about it, and they're like, oh, you know, Antoine Daniels, he banging somebody from the panel or something, and I'm like, man, man, turn this shit off. What did Corey do this time?
That's crazy. Like I'm still getting over the nigga news. That's crazy.
Well, you know he likes Germans.
He do like Germans too. Like he did last night say, if it ain't white, it ain't right. That's what he said.
Oh, are you serious? Carl.
A little bit. I ain't gonna. Not a little bit. A lot. I've had my difficulties with black.
You mean a lot, or you mean a little? Which one is it?
I did say. I ain't gonna cap. Yeah, I did say.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
bro.
Carl,
I got my difficulties with white women. With black women, you know, it's like I prefer white women generally, especially if you dark too.
Where the white women at?
Right.
What
was that movie? Oh, My Milk of Magnesia.
Yeah,
don't be a minute.
Here's the thing, Carl. In my opinion, I think you come off too educated to say such nonsensical things. You know what I mean? Like that's
what?
Just in my opinion. That's just as bad in my opinion as a white person that then only had a couple of interactions with black people going to label all black people.
But it was in the textbook.
Are we talking about dating black women, or are we talking about nigga news?
We're talking about what you just said about dating black women. That's what I'm referring to.
Oh, I mean, it's a preference. I'm not like, oh, you know, black women shouldn't have rights or something. I mean, it's copacetic. Like we're on different planets, and it's fine. It's just not. You gotta understand. It's not necessarily the color of the skin. I don't have a problem with Venezuelan black women or Haitian black women, but American black women, I tend to steer clear a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
Wait, I must have missed that.
Venezuela and Haiti is Americans. What you mean?
I'm Haitian. Haitian people are black.
They're Americans too.
It's different. It's different. The culture is different. The whole mentality is different.
Well,
You know,
from my standpoint, I'm not going to be on this great internet of ours as a black man, specifically speaking about black women. I say a Western mindset.
what? Listen,
That's
I didn't say there was anything wrong with them. I just said I don't
said
hate them. That's all. I ain't say. I just said I had difficulties. You know, if you know other people that works for them, more power to you.
And
You
that's
know?
why he be dealing with them poppies in Bogota.
I ain't, man.
Ah, poppies.
Hey, we're not gonna even rekindle that. We're not gonna even rekindle that because he said some wild shit.
Stop it, Carl.
Hey,
That's
Ronan. Hey,
not what
POV.
happened.
Hey,
You see,
B.
that's not even what they taking me. This is what happened, right? So I said,
you
"Oh,
like the
Malo Poppy is coming to Bogota."
Okay, Carl, but you
You get
did
what
that
I'm
to
saying?
everybody else too.
Out
So
of context.
pause.
Yep, that's a
All
fact.
right, okay. I mean, I guess someone
hold
misheard.
on, KB. Hold on, right fast, KB. Shout out to Ronan's Traveler. He said, salute to O2O, my brother, Sigma Phi.
Semper Fi, not Sigma Phi.
Yeah, there you go.
Charlie. Hey, Charlie.
Yes,
Do you understand
yes, sir.
what the women? What do you understand? What most of the average looking women in Bogota look like, bro? It's like
I don't.
flatback city, bro.
That's
Like,
not true. That's not true.
stop
Bro.
it, Carl.
That's
Carl,
not true, bro.
how
That's
many
not.
times you been there? How many times you been there?
I've been there once already. That's not true.
I've already dog. I got you beat, man. Like I'm like 50. I'm 50 trips deep.
And to
When I go
Bogota?
out, remember, like I said, remember, Charlie, back chat. Remember when y'all came at me last year? Oh, because they were contesting how long I stay in Colombia, right? Remember that, Charlie? Oh, and I'm telling you, I stay there for weeks. Weeks.
Well, the
How long
thing is like for a woman, the most important thing isn't her body. Sometimes dealing with women in Medellin, they scandalous. So I
Which
drank from
women?
that. Scandalous?
Yeah, which
No, I'm
women?
saying women from Medellin. So that's
Which
why like
part? Which part?
the city.
The city?
It's
Yeah, the
big.
city.
Medellin is a big
Medellin is
city.
made up of 17 cities. Which one?
Well, it's not 17 cities. It's Medellin, and then there's barrios.
Brother.
I'm talking about Medellin
Real
specifically.
quick,
There's
shout out
Medellin
to
City.
Lee Majors. Real quick, guys. Shout out to Lee Majors. He said, first Jesse passed, then KB say this shit.
Real.
Lee be on it.
Hey, shout out to Lee, and then RIP to Jesse, man. Shout out to you, man. But yeah, no, I what I was gonna say. Misha, you want to chime in on that conversation? Misha probably with the little one, guys. So
I'm sorry. What was the question? I'm sorry.
No, if you was busy, it's all good. I just asked you, did you want to chime in on what they was just talking about?
Which part though?
Yeah, which part? I heard something about Carl not wanting to date or like dating black women or something like that.
I gotta be honest with you. I think he can't get them.
Ooh.
Shout out to the Scream sponsor, YV, man. How you doing? We got Tam in the building. What I was gonna say,
I can't do it. Remember, I'm getting over being sick.
Okay.
That sounds awful. That sounds very awful.
Yeah, that was definitely
That's like the batteries are dying in the horn.
Second, I definitely got to get to YV's comment, but shout out to my good brother Ronan Travelers. How you doing, bro?
What's going on, people?
Man, kicking it, man. Just give y'all a heads up. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Ronan. He do not deal with Anton at all. Like he don't like. He got some illustrations of Anton Daniels that's crazy.
You want me to play them?
Yeah, you can play them.
Hold on, I'm gonna upload a couple of the animations I did of them. Hold on. But go ahead, you can talk while I'm doing that.
I think anybody is entitled to their preference. Just don't talk bad about other people.
Yeah, I get that. KB, real fast. Let me read this. To hold on. I want you to think. He said, want to know what I'm disheartened about? Black folks always fighting each other, no matter the pay grade. I purposefully don't follow Anton and Corey's mess. That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, because I am a creator that, like, say, a content creator that does play into my repertoire and things of that nature. But you ready for me to go put that up there, Ronnie?
You know, whichever one you want to run with first.
Okay.
I don't also. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh. What is that?
Yeah. He did Anton Daniel bogus on that one. He go a second one.
I'm the king of Detroit.
King of Detroit. Is that from one of
He's from Detroit.
Yeah, he's from Detroit.
Yeah,
cool. Motor City.
Bro is impactful, and like I say, far as from a business standpoint. He like I haven't ran across a person that like put business in like the way that he do, especially when it's in the back office from like the bag chasers. He really break it down. And not only that, like, you know, he shows numbers on YouTube, but he really showed numbers in the back office. He's showing like how to shop your channel around. You know what I mean? What they be looking for. In fact, because of him, I started paying more attention to my 90-day YouTube analytics opposed to 165 days analytics. You know what I mean? So when he do that, he really on that. But once again,
his brokerage accounts, he show it all.
Yeah, he definitely show it all. That's a fact. He shows back office and everything. But I'm not looking to Anton Daniel for dating advice. You know what I mean? That's like, bro, I'm never going to go to a Chinese restaurant and order a pizza. That's not what they do with it. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to get Chinese food from the Chinese place, and I'm going to go to an Italian restaurant to get a pizza. So that's just it. And before anybody say something, because I know it's a bunch of smart motherfuckers, an exception to the rule, do not disprove the rule. That's all I'm saying. But with that,
I also say, like, bro, this not black. Like, bro, and I'm saying this to the post that was made about black people always arguing no matter the pay grade. I never seen David Smith arguing. I never seen Marcus Brown arguing. These are phenomenal YouTubers. I Show Speed. Like, it depends on who you following, man. Like, they're just people, and you're gonna have that in other communities too. I always see white boys going back forth with each other, but then you clog on to other channels and they don't do that as content creators. You know, Blondie Cars, she creates a whole brand behind it. Jimmy with Mr. Beast, he creates a whole band. Now there's another band of dudes arguing all the time, going back and forth with beef, and so you just got to look at your algorithm and correct it because you are watching the things where people argue and have that contention. That doesn't mean that's all out there.
No, that's a fact. But to his point, he said he purposely don't follow them for that. But also, man, I got to give my hats off to I Show Speed because even in messed up situations, he still stands solid. Like where you can see where they've been racist to him, and he still stands solid. So shout out to that.
That's why he's a big homie. A true ambassador. Don't be thrown off by another person's words. That joint is interesting when you allow somebody to say something to you and that allows you to throw you off your horse. Just keep being I Show Speed and keep breaking barriers and keep climbing the new heights and soaring the plateaus that nobody would even actually know was possible. Yeah. So I think in the future, he's definitely going to be way bigger than what he is today. He's going to be up there banging with Mr. Beast.
Man, listen, once you can move a crowd, like he moved a crowd to where he damn near shut down the whole city, he's huge. But 1 second, shout out to my good brother right near. How you doing right near?
How you doing, my good brother Charlie Shane?
Oh, okay. You can take him right near.
My phone died.
Okay. I just noticed you wasn't up there when I was speaking to Ray Near.
Well,
Okay,
before I was rudely interrupted when you asked me what do I have any feedback to say to Carl about whatever
Sorry.
he said earlier. No, I really don't know who interrupted me. I'm just playing. His preference is his preference. He likes what he likes. Who am I to have an opinion on him preferring to date white women than to date black women? So it is what it is.
White women at?
What a white
here's
woman
the thing.
He wouldn't feel that type of way if he didn't go through, his experience with black women. So whose fault is it really?
He is.
Shit, what did I even do? I just said I got a preference.
You could have chose better, brother.
You just said it was difficult
If you
for
would have met those
you.
women at church, you probably would have had a different outcome. I'm just
You know what's funny?
Go ahead.
When life pushes you around, you're supposed to push back, and a lot of times we don't want to, deal with as you were saying, the pressure that goes on with dealing in our society, because there is a pressure there, because a lot of us are in a survival mode mentality, in a survival mindset. So it's like, something, I'm not there anymore. I'm going to go deal with the people who are on my same level. And what you start to see is the people who are on that, love and belonging, like even here in Panama, you know what I'm saying? I could easily go get me a regular Blanca Panamanian chick and won't have any of the problems that I'm experiencing dealing with the Afro Latinas here. But the problem is that I don't want to. No, when did you wait? Quit with the Luther, man. But the point is, especially Luther. I'm sorry, not Luther.
You always talking about love. He's like, can't get nobody else to love me.
Luther was a diva. But let me get to my point.
Baby, I know it's difficult, but we gonna go through.
Luther, you gotta sing somebody like goddamn it. What's the dude the name in jail? Tory Lanez.
Teddy Pendergrass. Somebody.
No, he too young to even talk about Teddy Pendergrass. He can only quote Tory Lanez or
Tyrese.
Chris Brown.
Them new niggas.
I don't know about Chris Brown. Chris Brown is kind of crazy, but I never heard anything bad about Luther Vandross.
Hey, Cleaner just said when life pushes you, you push back. So Cleaner, you talking about he's supposed to be pushing them big women?
I don't date big women at all. Trust me. After my baby mama, I was done. But anyway.
Hey, Carl. Hey, that story where you talk about the biggest girl that was eating a hamburger, bro. That was the wildest story I've ever heard.
All right, let Black Feeling finish.
Yeah.
The point that I was just trying to make was, the point that I was trying to make is when you deal with your people, a lot of the times we are in that, underground economy, or we're in that working class situation. So therefore they're gonna be a little bit more tougher on the skin, because they're in that working class mindset. And that's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with that pressure. I mean, it's easy. And I was watching, what's it called? And then I'm gonna finish here. I was watching Atlanta, and they was talking about, it was the Drake, it's all fake. There ain't no Drake Champagne Poppy episode. And this chick, she was a black chick, and she was chasing this baller. And then when she went to the party to go see the baller, he was there with a white woman. And, she's all, and the white women are sitting there talking to her like, I can't stand women like you, you taking our men and this, that, and the other. And then the white woman was saying, well, I was there from day one. I was there, before he became the baller that he is. I was there in college, helping him with his homework. I was, going there, through thick and thin. What do you have to say about that? And then the sister was like, man, I ain't got no time for that. I got my own problems that I got to be dealing with. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for some help. And that's really what goes on with, our sisters. It's like, yo, I got my own problems. I don't have time to be trying to stick with you through thick and thin. It was easy for you because you can't, your parents already paved the way for you. So it was easy for you to be in the dorm room, laying up with him and helping him with his homework because you was already paid. You already had money. I'm struggling. So that's really what. Go ahead. I want to hear the pushback. I'm done.
I ain't even saying white women. I meant like Hispanics, Haitians too. They're working.
I'm gonna get to that. Hold on, I'm gonna get to that because I gotta definitely read YV come in. But here's the thing, Black Cleaner. When I was taking business class here, it was one of those classes that what you got a scholarship into because everybody didn't get accepted. What the instructor do was, which we actually had a real business and showed us numbers and stuff like this. And this was over a decade ago, like maybe even 15 years ago. He said, listen, if you miss 2 classes, he said, just don't come back. He said, I'm not mad at you. I'm not upset. He said, but life don't stop for you. You don't not, he said, the girl that got a baby and didn't make it to the goddamn interview, life is not going to reward her. Life is going to reward the different chick that got a baby, but she looked ahead and had a babysitter for her to get to the job interview. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying that to say, like, if you want, you can put your what's the names up there, your trials and tribulations up there, but everybody have trials and tribulations. It's about what you do with it. They say life is 90% of what happened to you. I mean, 10% of what happened to you and 90% of how you deal with it. You know what I mean? So yeah, okay, of course you can't. Who that just dropped down? That was Boxley. Of course, everybody can't do this, that, and the third, but at the same time, it's not your fault because you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. You know what I mean? So maybe if she would have got it early, because I think you left something out in there when she was saying, she said, I didn't have time to invest early like you did, which is omitting that the white lady invested earlier. She goddamn it fucked with the dude when he didn't have nothing. But now that everybody want him, she's mad at the white girl because she invested early. That's stupid, in my opinion. But I got the premise. I used to love ATL because it was a lot of like subliminal messages in ATL. I really and I felt, in fact, I fuck with Daddy. What is Donald Glover?
Donald Glover, yeah.
He's a smart young man. But with that, I land. Oh, let me read this right fast. KB, exactly what do you physically find attractive about white women? Please explain in detail. I want to know, Zoe. Sapase.
That was YB.
I mean, listen, white women, they got big butts. They working with a lot of white women are working with a lot. Huh? They're working with a lot. And at least
do you
for
mean
me,
credit? Is that what you're trying to get?
Not credit. I mean, they're working with a lot. They're working with a lot of assets, in my opinion.
Yeah, assets. You need to put that ETS on there.
Carl,
They're working with a lot.
Shout out to POV.
Carl.
Go ahead.
Did you say big butts?
Yeah, something like yeah.
Oh, you're in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I could believe that.
Yeah.
Over here.
Shout out to Lee Pages. Say that again.
I said over here is different. He's in Florida, so I could believe they have big butts, but where I'm at, it's not like that. So
Dr. Miami.
It was shocking to hear him say that, but shout out to the snow bunnies.
Yeah, listen.
Brand new, like white girls with assets.
That's just my thing. I fucks with who fuck with me. I'm from Mississippi, and I'm old enough to where you couldn't bring a white woman in the crib. You know what I mean? Like my grandma's crib, shit, you couldn't bring a white woman in there for real. Like I'm from, bro, in Mississippi, where I'm from, if you seen a white person in the neighborhood, they was automatically the police. That's how it was where I'm from. They automatically the police. Like he could have just came from robbing somebody, and he's the police. So, but with that, I land. OTO,
I got a question, right? Charlie, I got a question.
Hold on, right fast, KB. Hold on. Yeah. Shout out to you, Mo Black. How you feeling, brother? Mo Black, you there? He probably doing something. Continue, Carl. My bad.
So I got a question for you, right? Sorry. I notice, at least me, when I'm out with a white passing woman, right? Why is it that I'll see a lot of black women? If I was by myself, they wouldn't pay me no mind. But now that I'm with a white woman, they kind of look at me like I shit it in their face.
That happens to me too.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
happens to all of us. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. It's not really. It's just
it
it
doesn't
happens to
necessarily have to
everybody.
be a white woman. It just could be a non-black American woman or just a non-black woman, period.
Yep.
If you're not dealing with someone that's not like you, they're gonna be like, "Yo, why didn't you choose us?" or whatever. Or they're just gonna look at you strangely because it's like, "Oh, he got a girl." No, sir.
Okay. Thought it was
You know
just.
what?
I thought it
I
was
was
just
out.
something.
I was out on a date with a white boy, and these dudes. This was
Clarification.
years ago, but these dudes was
Wording.
taunting him.
Mm.
They were taunting him.
Were these black educated men that were taunting him?
I don't know if they were educated or not.
Mm.
Come
But
on,
we
you
were
know
at,
it's
but for perspective, we were in a higher end restaurant, so it wasn't like we was out on the streets. We were at a table at a higher
Yeah.
end restaurant, so
And Pookie
they were
and Ray Ray
taunting
was
him
black.
at the table. Yes.
Crazy. That's crazy that
Yeah.
they let Pookie that
So
they
it's
let
just the
Pookie and
fact
Ray
of
Ray
it's
in.
not just black women doing it; black men do it as well.
Yeah, but most black men could give 2 cents who a black woman.
No, that is true. That's
Most
true.
brothers do not care. That's your business.
Yeah, you
And
couldn't pay me.
that's how I feel about it. But I even have
Yeah.
dude on my Instagram and my Snapchat. Oh, you like them Spanish men. Da-da-da. Mind you, they be banging down Becky every weekend. So why you worried about what I'm doing?
Exactly.
That's
You
my
know
whole
what?
thing is I
How you
don't
know it's
care
just
who
on
you
the
date. Why
weekend?
you worried about who I date?
Because those are weak guys.
Well,
It's weird.
overwhelmingly, if we're being like honest, overwhelmingly, I think it happened more to men that date outside of their race than happen to women. Just because the black men, we don't really. I can speak for the majority of us. We don't really care. Like, say, I see,
don't
like, where to
think
go? You got
care
you one.
at
Well,
all.
where I live, they care.
But also, there's not a lot of divestors in with black women. I mean, you have a small community of divestors, but mostly black women stick with their own.
Again, I just like who likes me. Everybody just needs to like who likes them. It doesn't matter their color. I guess shape does matter, but you know, color, it shouldn't really
Shape don't
matter.
even matter too. People get with who they get with.
That's
It is
true.
what it
So
is.
you like
And
who you
most
like.
Americans are fat, so I don't even know
Yeah.
where we're going with that. So at the end of
I'm
the
just
day,
saying it
people is
doesn't. My whole
however
thing
people.
is go where you're celebrated. Go if you like that. Go hang out with it, but don't be worried about what anybody else is doing.
And then
Go
too,
tell that
I
to
would
your
add
wife.
on to that. I kind of I'm cool with it. I've been traveling overseas. I've been living overseas for about 19 years. You know how many men of different races said effed up stuff? I don't care. They're supposed to say that. I'm getting the girls. You're supposed to dirty man. You're
That's a lot
supposed to
of
make
them.
me seem like a
Oh,
bad
you
deal.
got to elaborate on that, OTO.
Oh,
What
well,
mean?
you're supposed to dirty Mac. Okay,
they're supposed
That's
to.
wow.
If
I
I'm,
don't
if
think
I'm,
he
if
meant it
I,
in that
it,
way though, like the way that Charlie's thinking.
listen, the way I see it is, y'all try to see the world through only your lens. I see it through everybody's lens, right? If I'm not 6'6", and I don't have a 6-pack, and I'm not a multimillionaire, then I'm gonna probably say something sitting there 5'5", no 6-pack, right? But I'm gonna say something derogatory at that person to be like, man, oh, he a big monkey. Yeah. I got no business. I'm an incel. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I just don't like him. I wanted her, but she didn't want me. So I'm saying you're gonna leave with that man from a different culture. What about our culture? That is people's mentality.
Yes.
I don't agree with it. It doesn't matter if I agree with it or not. It matters what they agree with. And they think it's a strategy. I've been with white guys who tapped into me and said, hey, yo, man, my girl don't like black guys. I'm like, you have those conversations with girls? Yes. They sit down their girl and say, have you ever dated a black guy before? Because they say that might be a problem for them. I don't think in those terms. But
I don't like
here's the
black
difference.
guys.
I don't need to go around life doing that because maybe
That's
I do
crazy.
get girls. I have experiences with them. So I'm not really stressing. If you don't have experience with girls and you could barely get them, that's your tactic. Everybody has their tactic. Let me give you an example, Charlie. If we go to the wild, there's a lion who says, I'm the alpha, I get all the lioness. What do you think the rest of the lions do? They just sit back and say, all right, you got it? No. They probably dirty Mac when the lion's away, protecting the territory. They bring her flowers. They bring her water. They bring her meat. They let her eat first. They pick through her hair. They like, oh, man, you know, if I was Charlie, I would never leave you behind, girl. I would stay with you all the time. He's not going to fight you and be an alpha and take your girl.
That's what POV be doing. POV be doing
That's
that.
his technique to the box.
Every woman,
you got to just understand that.
Listen,
I'm not doing that.
Listen,
no, I'm not either. But let's let
Ronan
chime in. Let's let Ronan chime in, and then we can rebuttal to that.
Every woman nowadays either has a second phone or she at least has a list of 5 to 10 dudes on the phone. She can call to fix her car, do whatever. Those dudes are dirty macking. They waiting for your girl to get fucking upset at you, and she gonna pick one of them to take them out to dinner, and she gonna wind up sleeping with one of her friends that are already in the list that have been biding his time because he wasn't the first choice. Every one of those friendly dudes that are in her phone are dirty macking you.
No, we're not. That's not true.
That's definitely not true.
I've been the dude in the phone. We're not dirty macking.
Opportunity to
So
jump on
OTO
your
and Ronan, y'all two on the same page on this one, right? I would assume,
Yeah,
right?
now watch this.
Yeah, because they both Marines. I'm Navy, and we're not dirty macking no damn Marines. We're just waiting our turn. That's all.
There you go. Let's change the term. There you go. I got you. I'll take that too.
Okay, I'll take that too.
Waiting your turn. Respectfully. Some do it disrespectfully. Some do it respectfully.
Waiting for
But
that
everybody
moment.
has an angle.
See y'all too. I'm gonna tell y'all this, and this just y'all come off as some sneaky jokers. Then when y'all say that, like you gonna play the friend role for a while.
If you were in the Marine Corps around a whole bunch of supposed alpha males, the most competitive ass shit you can be in, and everybody's competing for everything: rank, position, politics, all that shit. You learn real fucking fast how loyal some men can be. Now, when it comes to fighting, we're all going to unite. When it comes to women and all that other shit, bruh, get in line. And you better be.
I just never seen that. I can't say I've never seen that, but I've never I never thought that was a viable way of getting a woman. You know what I mean? Like to go. I just think of like how lame your game got to be for you to bring up another man in order.
You
for
understand as a YouTube contenter, there's been so many times you've been on a live, and after a dude shows a chick, he goes, "When you leave in Thailand or Colombia, can you shoot me her number?"
Yeah, exactly.
But
lazy.
Let me add to that. Let me piggyback on that because I just experienced that in Cartagena. Okay, I'm in Cartagena. I'm on Hollywood Beach. Okay, I'm sitting there with 2 sisters. Okay, and I got the Brotherhood from Rooftop Republic sitting behind me. And while they are sitting behind me, there's 2 of them that is like basically talking to the 2 girls that's with me. And I'm like, yo, there's a whole bunch of chicks on Hollywood Beach. Why are you, over here, trying to holler at the chicks behind my back? Because I'm looking at the beach and I'm eating my fish. And the niggas behind me that the Brotherhood is sitting behind me over there like yo, and trying to get the number, and the chick is looking behind me, and I'm not even paying attention. Well, I mean, I can see the vibes, but it's like, damn, really? You're choosing.
They're not loyal because they don't know you. Just like when your girl gets up to go to the bathroom, how many dudes snapping on her arm right quick, trying to get her attention before she gets in the bathroom?
But that's different, though. That's different. So I think we'll get a better preference is if let's establish a baseline of what dirty macking is. What dirty macking is for you to put down the man that she's with, which is i.e. you got to bring up another man to gain favor with that woman. That's in my mind was dirty macking, and that's what I've never done.
I don't consider it dirty macking unless you know the dude. Other than that, she fair game.
So let me ask you, this is strictly the OTO into Ronan. If you seen a chick that you want to get with, you seen her dude with another woman, would you tell her?
Mm-hmm. No.
But I don't have to be. Wait, hold on.
Wait, I didn't get what you said. What you say, Charlie? Okay,
if it's a female you're trying to get with, and she got a dude, but you see her dude in public with another female, do you go tell her in order for you to get closer to her?
No.
Cut it out. Nah.
No.
I wouldn't even mess with it.
That's a different situation.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't use the tactics. But I don't condemn people who use it because it's just a real world. People are going to use what they think is their best game and strategy. I got charisma, right? I got character. I got competence and confidence. So I'll just utilize that. But I do know that came with 20 years of experience in the core, traveling, engaging with people, being charismatic, building up my public speaking skills. Now another guy say, well, I ain't got all that. I'm going to use this. I'm not mad at it neither because I understand maybe what he's dealing with in his toolkit is more relatable and more possible for him to come at it that angle. And go ahead, RT.
Let's take that a step further. Let's use our tactical knowledge. You know, old boy is fucking around. Obviously, his chick knows something's going on. She just can't put her finger on it. All you have to do is scratch that itch a little bit to get that curiosity over the end, and she's gonna come with you anyway.
Wow!
Oh my God! Realize that Charlie respect it. It just is what it is.
Just as much as you aware of your chick doing some shit. If you out there doing some scandal ass shit, she got it in the back of her mind. You doing that shit anyway. All you have to be is that dude that comes up on her and says, "Yo, if you feel like he's doing it, why can't you do it?"
But that's different. That's different. Now, come on, let's put it in perspective. If you feel like he's doing it, you just playing on her insecurities. But you're saying, I seen him with Rochelle on the other side of town is something completely different. Now, let's put this in more perspective because the way that I look at it is, that's like me calling them.
And playing on somebody's insecurity is a negative thing or a positive thing. Let's get that in perspective. Playing on somebody's insecurity. Playing on somebody's insecurities, is that a negative thing or a positive thing? I don't understand why that isn't a strategy.
No,
that's you just said. The point of the matter is you called it dirty macking.
No, I wouldn't call that dirty macking because that's what
it is. Dirty macking. There's a big world out here. So why are you over here, all up in somebody else's business?
No. I'm talking about playing on a woman's insecurities. I'm not talking about another man. I'm talking about playing on a woman's insecurities. That's a part of the game.
Totally different.
If you know she lagged.
Hey, Charlie, the guy he on a personal call.
All of that. So
I can hear you
from a totally different level than the Weekend Warrior guy that you referenced.
Yeah, I don't want this person's business to be online.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't even catch that. Good catch. But here's the thing. It's dirty macking when you're bringing up another man for you to achieve your goal. It's different for you playing on a woman's insecurities because that's a part of the game. That's what a man do. If you see she's lacking guidance in her life or she's lacking companionship in her life, you would be a fool not to come in and offer that. That's like no different than a monkey, goddamn it, getting fleas off another monkey's back to get with her. But for you to put down another monkey to get with her, he over there getting fleas off another monkey back.
I'm offended. I'm not a monkey. I'm a super.
Hold on, Ronan. I got a question. For you, right?
I'm a silverback gorilla.
Hold on, Ronan. I got a question for you, right?
Yeah.
I gotta ask, does that shit really work? Like, he out there, he cheating, he doing this. Does that shit really work? I feel like that's kind of weak.
For some women, yes, it does work.
Yeah, you'll get some
friend or an ally at that point.
You'll get some sympathy sex. Have you ever seen that movie Inkwell with Lorenz Tate, where Lorenz Tate snitched on what's his name, Ricky from Boys in the Hood? Yeah, what's his name?
Morris Chestnut.
Morris, yeah, he snitched on Morris Chestnut's character.
The best man.
Yeah. In the Inkwell, and then at the end, Morris Chestnut's wife ended up sleeping with Lorenz Tate's character because she found out it was him.
Morris Chestnut was so secure that he was the only one that got with his girl. He said her shit curves to his shit. And old boy sitting there looking at him like, oh, really? And never said a fucking word. The whole time he knew. He had already doxed her. He already taxed her and never said a word. Just kept it.
Charlie, I don't
go to his grave with it. And that was his boy.
Yeah, it was. But Charlie, that's
friends
life.
like that. Who needs enemies?
But see, hold on. There was no dirty macking with that situation. She chose him in The Best Man because she already knew he was out there, you know, messing with all of these chicks, and she was just tired of it. So she ended up doing it with Tay Diggs.
That's still.
Hold on, but I know, like, but hold on.
That's not
dirty macking. I'm talking about in the Inkwell when Lorenz Tate actually sent pictures and photos and actually went and did something dirty to Morris Chestnut's car, and then and that's how she found out that he was cheating. That's dirty macking.
I feel like in a way with the whole dirty macking and I'm gonna tell you your boyfriend's cheating and blah blah blah. Like I feel like you gotta almost sacrifice some level of self-respect to do that too.
You definitely do.
Yeah, because it's not just a one thing. Like why you're here, but like you want to play pretend like we're just friends and we're just this and we're just that, and then you're just waiting like a vulture, like trying to I smell a weakness. Let me go in and see what I can feed off this carcass.
Dude, no, KB, it's probably because you're young, but dudes lay in wait in the friend zone for years for that specific time to strike.
Decades.
For that specific time to strike.
No, we don't.
No, not you.
I know, but like you almost gotta sacrifice some self-respect, bro. I'm like, damn, bro. I don't really want to talk to you like that. Like, I'm just trying to get some pussy, but I want to make it more than what it is.
As you said, I mean, yeah, there are guys who are in the friend zone. I've always been friend zone dude. Okay. But as you said, I already know it's going to play itself out. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, all I got to do is just, go do what I'm doing out here. And then when the opportunity, exactly. When the opportunity comes,
I'm not doing it.
Hold on.
Yeah, but we're not talking about you, Charlie. We're talking about other people.
I was asked a question. I never got to answer it.
My apologies, sir. Ask again.
Answer the question. Finish your answer. Sorry.
Your question was phrased to me in a way that does that really work? Right?
Oh, that's what KB said. Does that work?
Yeah, I mean, does that really work? Like your self-respect comes intact afterwards?
No, I don't do it the way you phrased it though. All I do is I figure out, because every woman has some toxicity and she has some trauma. Obviously dealing with a lot of you dirty macking niggas out there. Right? All I do is try to cater towards her personality and the things that she feels like, is a negative to her. And I enhance those as far as being a positive. I'm always the glass is half full guy. I'm not the doom and gloom guy. And so when I'm sitting around a woman being the glass is half full and everything's positive, that shit is contagious. All you have to do is be a good guy, be a happy guy, be an honest guy.
Let me ask you, Roman.
Hold on, right fast.
I got one last question, and that's it. I got one last question.
Hold on, you can hold your question for a second.
Let me land my plane. A lot of guys don't understand, especially now in this climate and this time. If you're honest with a woman, say you do want to date 2 or 3 women, and you keep them up to speed on who's on the roster and what's going on, they have a choice to stay or leave. But a lot of niggas try to go below the radar and not be honest about it at all. And that's
ding, 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 ding.
Ding, 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 my ass. Hold on.
No, listen. I'm giving you code and she's confirming it, but you're going to interrupt me.
Go ahead, because I got to get to these comments. Go ahead.
Especially nowadays, if you're honest with these women nowadays, because they're so open, they understand where they're positioned at. They understand. So all you have to do is be honest. And I'm telling you, if you want 2 or 3, you'll find 2 or 3 that will fall in line with you. And they'll be happy to because you were honest.
Yeah, you got to find the right ones for that, though. That's not all encompassing. But hold on, right fast. Let me read these comments right fast. Shout out to Lee Majors. Lee Majors say it works. The Fed use it all the time to get a suspect girl to spill the beans. Absolutely. And I'd say that's the number 2 tactic. The number 1 tactic, and this is what I used to warn brothers of when I was in the streets and living that life. The first thing that Fed's going to do is threaten a woman's kids. And when you threaten a woman's kids, like I'm going to have your kids taken away, she's going to tell everything that she knows at that point. Unless Unless you done instill something, then they'll go to, oh, he's not loyal to you and things of that nature. But there's that. Shout out to YV. YV say, LOL. I appreciate cleaners' honesty. 100 salute. I land. What you saying something though, Carl? Go ahead.
Was I lying? Hold up, Tim. Was I lying?
To a degree.
The way I feel, I agree with what you said.
Thank you.
I can't speak for other people, but I would rather have a dude straight up tell me, "Hey, I mess with her. I mess with her." And because the thing is, you showing me the respect to let me choose if I want to be with you or not.
Facts.
Right there.
And more often than not, because you're gonna be honest with me, I might hang around it because I know what I'm getting. But that's just me.
Okay, so hold on, Sam. Let me ask Sam this question. You said more often than not. Okay, so in terms of percentage, how often is the often and how much is the not?
It depends on the dude.
Exactly. Let me know when I can talk, please.
Go ahead now.
Go ahead,
Bro.
Chris. You got the floor, sir.
Man, these dudes losers, man. Bro, I'm just saying, bro. If you a loser, man, like it ain't gonna work for you, man. Look, playing what they call it, in the friend zone, you really just a dude with responsibilities with no benefits. Don't do this shit. It does not benefit you, bro. A woman won't even respect you like that. Treat her like everybody else, like the dudes that she actually won't treat her. Like if you want me to do this, I got expectations too. I'm not gonna come here, get you off the side of the road because you got a flat when you don't treat me like I deserve to be treated. Dudes ain't got no.
All you want? Is that all you want, bro? Is that all you want? Is sex?
Did I say sex?
I'm joking, man. That's.
Okay.
You know,
oh, you good? You good?
You know how it is.
But yeah. You feel where I'm coming from, though. I feel you, though.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%, Chris, and I'll tell you how. My ex was talking about, oh, can we still be friends? No, because being friends with me only benefits you. It don't benefit me.
Exactly.
So no, we can't be friends. Once we're done, we're done. I hope to never see you again.
Yeah.
And another thing, Charlie, to pick it back on that, women don't understand. Like most women are lame. Like y'all not really good friends. There's some cool ass girls out there, right? Very few in between or whatever. Most women lack personality. So why am I just your friend? For the most part. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not cool like that.
Yeah,
you want to know something that's funny about these friends, right?
Yeah.
You'll meet a girl. I've had this happen to me before. Like you'll meet a girl, right? And then, she's not interested, but the friend might be interested. And then they gatekeep that shit where they're just trying to make sure that you can't get with somebody that, like, you both like each other, but she's going to gatekeep it to prevent it from happening. So it's like, okay, you don't want me, so why are you preventing your friend from being...
Just because she's a woman, bro. Like, we know that. Right?
Because she's saving you for later, just in case she does decide she wants to talk to you.
You know, women.
This is the part y'all really missing. Like, I get it. When you come from abundance, you talking like that. So you like, man, don't be a friend with a shorty. She ain't providing you nothing. Cut it out. There's guys out here paying $5.50 just for a girl just to talk to him and realize he exists.
A loser.
So as you sit from you could call him whatever.
No, that's what he is.
Still okay, cool, but the reality is still the reality. You calling somebody a name ain't going to get somebody to change. And so net, at the end of the day, that's the landscape. The dudes are sitting in a position where they're going to be a friend because they have somebody to talk to. They have somebody to hear them out, or they can hear them out and feel like Captain Save-A-Ho. Like, that's just their role in life. You could call them losers, simps, and all these names, but they always existed throughout all of human history. There's never been a time where these men they're mostly majority of men at the end of the day.
I'm
Most
going to stick
majority
up
of
for
men
the
don't
friend
spend an
zone.
abundance of women and get options and tell them to no, and you better get on my message or my tone. That's not most men's life. They're just going to play those roles.
I'm going to stick up for the friend zone people up in here because I understand some of y'all what some of y'all are saying, but sometimes men don't want to be around a whole bunch of hard swinging dicks all the goddamn time. They want to be around some feminine energy and be chilling. Like when I'm at the beach, okay, I'm not trying to be sitting there, having this goddamn swinging dick contest with a whole bunch of dudes over there ignoring girls smoking cigars. I want to be around some asses that I can be touching and feeling on and eating and talking with, whether I'm fucking them or not.
They not gonna let you touch them, cleaner.
Well, nah, I was
Hold on. Wait, hold on, because I would say that the thing with
that's what you there for.
You niggas need to get hit struck by lightning, man.
No, the thing with hold on. Like the thing with female.
Hey, KB, hold on right fast. Shout out to my good brother K9 showing love from the chat, man. How you doing, K9? Salute to you, brother. YV say, nah, Ronan. If you want the best version of a female, you must sell dreams. Being honest, that's what will not
100.
elicit her best version.
And he's telling the truth, bro. Honestly, I'm at the point in my life where I realize, bro. Listen, you got a lot of these women, bro. Look, I've been honest my whole life, bro. Look, that shit worked in my 20s when I was in my peak and all that good shit. Nowadays, at my age or whatever, what I got going on, women want a relationship, bro. I don't want no relationship. You got a lot of these motherfuckers. Use them like they've been using everybody else their whole motherfucking life. Women don't understand. Women don't start
also
understanding.
depends on the type of woman you go for.
No, let me finish. Women don't understand how things work until they fall on hard times, bro. Life got to kick their ass before they even accept that shit. Because the man that they should have had, they been shitting on him for 20, 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way life works. So now you want to be that dude that you want to give them a chance and be like, I love you. You're great. And she gonna shit on you too. Because you a suck ass nigga. Just like them suck ass niggas she been passing on.
Did I ever say
that? Let Ronan respond, and then hold on real quick.
Did I ever say that?
Let me speak to Mo Black right fast, guys. Hold on. Mo Black, if you're trying to say something, you're muted because you was on the call. But anytime you want to speak, just unmute yourself. I just didn't want your personal business out there, bro. So my bad. Go ahead, Ronan.
No, I just want to understand what he heard me say.
No, I didn't hear you say anything. I just came in. I ain't hear nobody.
And the thing too, like I think that the thing with being friends with women is a lot of the times they don't really want to. They just want to do what they want to find fun or like a good pastime. Like for example, if I wake up a Saturday morning, I can tell my friend, yeah, you know, we're gonna go out, we're gonna go play some basketball, and we all go out and we play some basketball. Or if I'm going to a club or a bar, I'm like, yeah, I need like a wingman, or I want to go there with somebody, and we all kind of go there, and then it happens, right? Or something happens or whatever. But when you're dealing with women, a lot of women, they're not gonna be so cool where you're like, hey, you know, I need a wing person with me. Can you come along?
Or you take a woman to a basketball court while you're playing ball.
No. I'm playing ball with her. It's an activity, any activity, you know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of them, they have what they like, and they're not gonna go in to try something new
because they don't like you.
Exactly, Tim. Tell them they just don't like you.
Because I dated a dude. He was a nerd into Pokemon, right? I don't like that shit, but we spent time together, so I walked with him and did it. I don't like that shit, but I did it because guess what? I liked him.
Thank you. And there are females that will do what you want to do. Even the friend chick, and then there's even the friend chicks who will be a good wing woman. I've had plenty of female friends who have hooked me up with their girls, or even walked up to other chicks that I found interesting, and you know, was able to give me the cold approach. I mean, give me the warm approach to the chick based on what she was saying about me.
And I did that to some of my homeboys too.
Black Cleaner.
And I just think it's like you don't know how to use your assets. It's not necessarily that if you have a female friend, she has no value. You probably don't hold no value yourself. Any people that's usually associated around me offer me some value, or I'm not around them, period. In point blank, period.
There you go.
And if somebody really rock with you, then they're going to rock with you regardless of what you do because they want to be in the construct. Man and women. And then also with this whole women thing and don't hang out. Bro, most men ain't about damn nothing either. Like, I wouldn't go out and try to do a wingman with most men. Most men are thirsty, desperate, and living in scarcity. So for me to go out with a guy that hasn't been fed in 80 years to try to go get women, that doesn't make sense. Like, what? I'd rather just go with a woman and she could be dumb and not know anything, but it gives social proof to other women that I'm associated with a woman versus another dummy man who's sitting there like, oh, you see her? You see her? Should I go talk to her?
Running all the women away because you look at
real concept. We're gonna let Chris In real life, believe it or not, women could be the best wingman. I've seen it. Women could be like, but you got to get a woman that's on that level with you. You know what I mean? Like like you can't, like OT was just saying, you can't go to the bar with any guy and expect for him to, because I'm the best wingman. Like say, I be wanting the team to win, because a win for you is a win for me. I'm gonna talk you up. I'm gonna make it seem, man, this nigga got this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? That's what I do, because I'm a team player. I done took so many for the team. I should have been the team. You feel me?
But so Charlie, that's not most men. Men don't do that. Most men don't
want you to have more than they got. So that's why most men don't function like you do.
Most men don't.
You're always going to be on hater mode, even when they're by you. I used to tell my son this when he played football. You're going to have friends around you, surrounding you, just because of who you are and your popularity level. Those dudes are either there to steal your shine, to grift off of you, okay? But they're not really your friends. And no, even
they
so,
don't see you win.
They try to drag him into fights because they were selling wolf cookies. I said, those are the ones you need to evaluate real quick. Are they around for you as really close personal friends? Are they around for the grift? Or are they going to pull you into fucking situations based on who you are and your popularity? As men, we need to be able to self-evaluate the dudes we got around us too.
Yeah, that's
and what the real motive is. Or why would you hang around a whole bunch of dudes? You know what? I'm 58 years old. You know how many close friends I got that I really say are in my inner circle?
3. You should have 3.
The rest of them are associates.
My grandma used to say, if you get you one real friend in your life, you're going to get.
They there to figure out what your shine is so they can either steal it, grift off of it, or take advantage of it and then kick you out of it.
Yeah. Well, listen, I agree, and then we got to let him say something, but what I was going to say is this. I think everybody is to be used. It's when you be overused or you can't be used. That means you're useless. I try to bring value to everybody I come in contact with. Ask the brothers that I've linked up with out of the country. I try to lead with value. You see what I'm saying? That's just the person I am, though, because I'm not looking for anything for free. Like brothers from the chat could tell you, like, we go out, they paying for drinks, and I tell them, listen, bro, next spot we go to, I'm buying the drinks, because I'm just not no nigga you finna be buying drinks for all night. I'm not cut like that. You buy the drinks, I buy the drinks, we buy the drinks. I'm not here to leech off of nobody. I'm not here to freeload or nothing like that. I like to provide value too. But with that, I land. Chris, you were saying something?
Send it in, Chad. Send it in, man. Yeah, I'm trying to get you to send it in. Look, I was trying to say, Black Cleaner, you like 6'2", right? Something like that.
6 feet even.
Okay, you're 6 feet even, and you seem like a charming guy. You know, you all that chivalry and all that shit, and you single, right?
Mm-hmm. You could say that.
That shit don't even make sense. That shit don't even make sense, bro. Because you ain't bad looking. You like Morris Chestnut with glaucoma or whatever, but
he can't see. He can't see.
Yeah. But I'm saying, it don't matter if you can't see. My daddy was blind since I was a kid, man. My daddy had plenty women. And he was tricking too. So I don't. Yeah, Ray Charles. You know, he'll grab your wrist. He had some thick jumps too. But what I'm saying is, like, we had a state, I guess, where guys are actually trying to and willing to get to know women and still can't get women. That is fucking crazy. That's crazy.
You know why? Do you know why? And this is just my personal opinion. I've never had more women than when I'm in my bag. When women is not the focus, is when women come around. When I'm focusing on bettering me, getting to the money, and being the best me I could be, that's when you meet them everywhere. You could goddamn go on a walk and meet a woman. You could go to the grocery store and meet a woman. You could go on the Dollar Tree and meet a woman. It's like waiting on the pot to boil and then watching it. It's not gonna boil. At least it's going to feel like it's going to take forever, but continue to work on you and do you, and that's where they come from, in my opinion. Now, for other men, it may be something different, but in my opinion, even when you go to the club and, like, say, you and your homeboy, that's a part of being a wingman, too. Don't be scoping. Don't be in your own world. Look like y'all talking about something extremely interesting. You know what I mean? Be smiling. Be open. Like, even when you go out and you got closed off, you giving off vibes that you don't even want to talk to people. You don't even want to do this, that, and the third. It's a difference. It's a mindset that comes with it. It's a whole aura that come with it. But with that,
going back to what YV said, though, that's lying, too. If you ain't legit guys talking about shit and you just trying to look like it, that's lying, too. You might as well lie to these motherfuckers.
I do lie. That's okay.
Yeah, you might as well lie to them.
See, I guess that's the difference, because I'm what they call whiffy wig. What you see is what you get. And also too, you know, as he was saying, you know, women can smell desperation. That's why I do play the friend, because that's a way of me showing you I'm not desperate for you. I do have options out here. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time when I was working during, you know, doing my cleaning stuff, that's when I would get the most women, because I'm showing up to their house solving their problem. And they like, damn, I need a man like you. And I'm like, well, yeah, you know, I'm looking for some friends. Give me your number. And they will be calling me and be on my phone, and I'd be able to get them that way.
You are too big to be a motherfucker friend, bro. You should be dominating, dictating.
Not just that. I would say this, Clean. You're right and wrong at the same time. And I'll tell you how. Once, like, say, when I go out with a woman and stuff like that, and you know, I let her know that I'm interested, I'm not gonna sweat her. You know what I mean? I'm not the guy that's gonna try to hit the first night. Whatever. You know what I mean? Them guys act like they never had box before and they salivating at the mouth. Yeah, no. I'll drop you off at the crib and don't pull off until you walk in your house. Senior T, it was fun hollering, kicking it with you. So much so, I could tell y'all this is a tactic that I used to use in the club. And Chris can say it's the Lions game or whatever, but it is what it is. Like, say, if I'm talking to a chick in the club and in the middle of us talking, she asked me to buy her a drink. At that very moment, I stopped the subject that I was saying. We go to the bar. Because when I go to a bar, a lot of times I try to connect with one bartender, let them know I'm going to tip them. So especially if it's crowded, holler at me, make sure I'm cool. I got you. Promise you. So when the bartender like what she want, get her what she want, I pay for it, walk off. Won't even say nothing to her. More often than not, that woman will find me before the end of the night and say, what happened to you? And I tell you why. Because she used to, when men buying her drink, they like to sit there and babysit. They want to act like the woman owe them something. If that's what you was in it for, ma'am, congratulations, you got that. I'm done. It's on you to make the next move. It gets like, damn, he ain't desperate like everybody else is. It's just something like you got to be different. Like to tell a chick with green eyes that she got pretty eyes, nigga, you just like every other nigga that she done met.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh,
Man, hold on.
You're 12, Carl. You're 12.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm doing something right now, so I can't really respond, but I got to respond. Hold on. Y'all go ahead.
Let me say this real quick. I don't get what this whole lying thing is about. When a woman walks outside with makeup, fake hair, nails, eyelashes, and everything else to falsify how she looks, she's only worried about the optics of the woman. The other woman looking at her. She ain't necessarily looking at you because she ain't dressed up for you. So when you talk about lies, women walk outside every day with the optics of lying to the next woman she might have to compete against for you.
So you might as well lie to them motherfuckers too.
What is that phrase that says all's fair in love and war?
Yeah. So really, it makes sense if you want to be, you know, just want to pay for it. That's really the best value you can get. Is just paying for it to get the shit out the way. That's a big value.
And listen. If you're in that mode where you don't want to get married, absolutely.
Yeah.
But if you're in the mode where you want a good woman, nah, that ain't the way to go. Stay out of the places where you got to pay for it.
I tell you what. Hold on, Roden. Hold on. I'm for the probably try to, you know. Okay, check this out. This the thing too. Dudes be shooting towards the wrong audience too. You got to know where you stand in a grand scheme of things or whatever.
Read the room.
Guys want to get these bands. I tell you, the best woman you can get you a cute woman that got values, bro. Them baddies, you need to stay away from them. Leave them to the athletes and the musicians and all that. Get you a cute woman with values.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know your league because that's one of the things too. I mean, I when I went to Cartagena, you was asking me. I mean, there were bad women out there, but the ones that I gravitated towards was the ones that I knew that if there was no transaction going on, I'd be able to bag regardless. If we was in the States and I saw them up in the club, I'd be able to get them. So, and that's who I dealt with. And actually, those were the ones that actually considered me to be cool and wanted to stick around after everything was said and done.
But the thing with that, like, if you're gonna deal with prostitutes anyway, like y'all do, you might as well get a baddie. I mean, ain't no need to.
What you mean like y'all do?
What you
Ain't
mean
no need
like
to get no
y'all
decent.
do?
He
Ain't
said
no need
like
to get
y'all do.
a decent looking prostitute. You might as well get a bad one if it's only $5 more. Go ahead, have it.
AKA Cuba.
Hey,
Right.
I told you. Look, hey, you know what
That's
it is with
Cuba
me.
Gooding Jr. right there talking.
Nah, I partake here and there. You know, I
Yeah.
give a dabble.
More here than there, but I get it. But
Hey,
here's
no,
the
really,
thing.
bro. Look,
My bad.
I turned down some vagina on the way home today. I stopped by with an old John I used to mess with or whatever. I just let her grab that dick and I left.
I'll
You know what
never
I'm
say,
saying?
bro, just because, listen, the chick that's standing outside the liquor store and act like she like you, that's not counting turning down no vagina.
Hey, no, you sound like one of you niggas. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You sound, hey, look, I got content. She's a normal girl. She's a
I have
whore.
never posted a woman on my
She's a
shit.
whore.
Not
She's
even
a
one.
whore. She's a whore. Talk about, yeah, I got a normal regular girl. You niggas sick. You niggas twisted in the head, man.
Hold on, say that part again.
I said, you niggas twisted in the
Nah,
head.
before that.
You niggas are sick.
No, that ain't what here's the thing, because I felt like that was a personal shot.
Nah, it wasn't a personal shot.
The fact of the matter is this, especially with my situation. Like I take for the most part, I take a person at their word. If you say you're not like that, you're not like that. You know what I mean? But when you really show your hand, I have no choice but to believe you. But I cannot go to another country and assume every woman out there is selling box. That's just not how I'm cut. I gotta believe it's some good women somewhere.
It's just the fact that 98% of the women that the guys go over there are dealing with strictly prostitutes. So you can't you should assume that all of them are.
Why are you going to those areas if you're looking for a good woman? That's the problem. You guys
They're
are
not
going
looking for a good woman. They just
the
like
point.
women. Look, they want to.
So
You know
then
how a
when they
woman
come
want to
back to
do. A woman want to rough dude, and they want to turn him into a good man. They want to get a prostitute and turn her into a good woman. These niggas delusional.
This is the problem with why us as military guys, we already know better. We've seen military guys go and try to wife up the club hoe, the prostitute, and everything else. We already learned these life lessons a long time ago, and we looked at our peers and learned those life lessons. We don't do that shit.
Yes, they do, but they ain't no better. They ain't no better.
So you saying none of y'all do that shit?
They ain't no better. Most of the expat service members, and they the biggest tricks in the world on the planet.
Listen,
yeah.
Young ones are still.
No, but they're not wifing them. We're not saying that they're not strict. We're saying we're not wifing them.
They are. And you want to. You want to wife one of them hoes. They just ain't going.
Hold up. Let me admit to this. This is not me. But let me admit to this. This very house that I'm in right now is owned by a Filipina. Her husband is an ex-naval officer engineer. Okay, so guess where he met her? He met her in a club in Japan. So yes, there are old men that are marrying these club bartenders and workers. So you're absolutely right. It's not just the old, it's young too. But you have to learn to grow out of that cycle. He never learned. And I sat here and talked to him, bro, several times since I've been in this lease with him. And he regrets some of the things he's done. And he looked at me and said, you're doing yours the right way. But at the same time, he's learning life lessons later because he moved too fucking fast. So now these dudes are regretting their moves, but they don't want to get out of the relationship.
Hey, guy, hold up right fast. Let me read this comment by the screen sponsor. Shout out to my good brother YV. He said, pretty women are inherently savage. Savage. They don't you don't need to be honest with them. They operate better under your organized chaos. I believe that. I believe that.
They understand privilege. They understand that. You grew up around them.
Hold on, Charlie. So to rewind the conversation, because I know you guys were saying I'm like 12. Listen, y'all 40 plus. So maybe your reality is a little bit different, right? You know, the women you guys deal with, it's their last year in the league. You know, they just came off of maybe a knee injury. A few years ago, they got the $200 million contract, right? You know, they're an aging superstar. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that, right? But I'm telling you, these 18 to 24, they're such savages. You don't even understand how savage they are. That whole, I'm gonna just, buy her a drink and walk off. She'll drink that shit and just walk off and turn her back. That shit does not work.
KB.
That will not work.
Let me tell you, I get that, KB. First of all, that monologue was funny as fuck, bro. Hey, that was the best one yet. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's true. Last year in the league.
If you go to the club and you spend $10, $15 on a drink and you out of sorts, bro, the club is the last place.
You see, now you're showing your age. It ain't even $10 anymore. It ain't even $10 anymore.
That's because you live in Florida.
Yeah, he definitely.
Bro,
I done been in LA
even $10
to where a double
anymore.
shot of, I done been in LA to where a double shot of Hennessy could cost $75. What are you talking about? It's about where you at.
Yeah, I'm not talking about we in Maine or Montana. I'm talking about if you living in the city like New York, South Florida,
man. Look,
parts like that. In America, outside of America, it could be a different thing. And outside of America, it could be a different thing. But inside of America, they're bred savages. They're bred savages. You kind of like the uncle who used to watch the NBA back in the 80s, and they like, Michael Jordan, he could have done this. He could have, bro. Everybody in the league doing that now. Everybody doing that.
I do have to agree with Textbook. You do gotta change your game up because I've been the dude in the club who has bought the drink and walked off, and then the chick would walk off her damn self. I just got it.
She's like,
hold on, listen.
Black player, you need to change your whole goddamn demeanor. I don't see that shit being successful, bro.
Hush up. Let me finish what I was about to say.
It ain't gonna work, bro. You gonna be single forever, man. Fuck this shit.
Who said I was single? That's number one.
Luther Vandross, he'll be all right, man. You know,
number one.
Shit, and he be making these little circles.
Number one, who said I was single? But let me finish, okay?
You too nice, man.
What I do now, if I go to the club and I buy a drink and I walk off, I make sure I get the girl's number. If she doesn't give me her number, I'm not getting her no drink, period.
Oh, you holding the drink hostage?
Pretty much.
He's dirty macking that drink. That's what he's doing. Dirty macking the drink.
It's conditional.
He dirty. Shout out to
but everything's conditional with me. I'm sorry. You gotta multiply. If you ain't multiplying, you dying because you're not gonna be just like what O2O was saying. If you're not providing any type of value in my life, you're not gonna be in my life. We separate, and that's from the jump.
You just matter. What type of
whatever happened to good conversation? Why does a person have to give you a number?
If she ain't willing to
conversation,
if she ain't willing to start coloring with Black Planet, is over with.
I'm not paying $10 for good conversation. Good conversation is free. That's why. So we can have good conversation, but if you asking me for a drink, I'm gonna be like, all right, well, what's up with your number? That's free. It's only a number. You don't gotta really answer, me after that. But if you over here trying to play these little games to show, to try to avoid and still get the drink, well, that just lets me know, like what Tan said, you don't like me. So because you don't like me, I'm not gonna buy you the drink. Go find some other stuff.
That's how you get the wrong number. She gonna give you a number. It's just not gonna be her number.
Charlie, it's not really an issue.
Hold on. I'd rather that because at least she was forthcoming versus the person who's over here, trying to be slick at the lips to try to go around and circumvent and still get the benefits. And that's what I don't like.
Okay.
Charlie, it's not so much buying the drink. Like if I'm out with my friends, and there have been times where we go and we get a lunch, and I pay for the lunch, and it's not a big deal. The problem it tends to be is that when you're in these clubs, at least in the nightclubs environments down here, it becomes like usury in a way, and it's not just a matter of like, oh, you're buying the drink. It's almost like you feel like A, they're kind of using you in a way, and B, it's like you're gonna get mocked because it's like these women. Like I've been around it where they're like, oh, I don't even gotta bring any money. I know I'm just gonna if I did that, what you're talking about every single night, or whenever I used to go out every weekend, I would probably spend close to $500-600 a month just on drinks and excursions and stuff
Do
like
you
that.
guys want to handle that, or should I? Because I got game for the young brother.
Are you drinks for women that aren't spending time with you, and you're just walking up to them, buying them a drink, and walking away, or are they coming over?
Oh
to you?
no, I'm saying because it's like it would just depend on the night. It's like some nights, it would go really
That's
really
what
well.
he's leading with. He's walking up to them saying, "Let me buy you a drink."
No, that's not what I'm
gonna
leading
ask
with.
that. Are
That's
you guys
what I'm leading
offering?
with. I will never lead with that. I will never.
Okay, well, guys, hold on, KB. With the women,
Like you like
hold on,
mechanism.
KB. Go, but I'm just gonna say after Ronan say that with the women being on the panel, let's get their perspective. That's the beautiful thing of having women on the panel.
Let's break down. Let's
But they're
break
out of the
down.
league, Charlie.
KB.
One's married.
KB,
She's still
Go
a
ahead.
woman though.
you like to do mechanisms. What's your mechanism in order to initiate you to wanting to buy a woman a drink? Let's understand that.
I would say if we're talking, we're having like a good conversation, and I kind of feel like, you know what, it's a good back and forth. She's there, I'm present, and it's a good vibe. I don't have a problem with buying a drink. No.
Okay.
And she's like, oh, you want to go to the bar and get a drink? I'm like, I don't really drink because I got to go drive, but I'll buy you a drink. It's fine.
Hey, but can I say something right quick though? You don't even really have to buy them drinks most of the time. If you really can captivate, their attention or whatnot, raise their eyebrows or whatever, they don't even think about this shit, fool. I don't
Thank you,
buy a lot of
Chris.
drinks. I don't buy a
Thank
lot
you,
of drinks.
Chris.
I never have. I can count on my
Thank
hands
you.
how many times I buy women drinks, bro. Real talk.
Thank you.
I ain't been nigga.
Thank you. Thank you. That's all I wanted to know. Like, is women out there still asking a man to buy her a drink? Because that's crazy.
Oh yeah, they still do
No,
that.
they listen. Is women got like people like KB and Black Cleaner name saved in their phone as food? That's who they call when they want something to
Bruh, so now you dirty macking.
No.
You dirty macking.
That's who they call when they want something to eat.
Food and
I
drink.
do-
That's you on the food and beverage aisle.
I tell them to save me as DoorDash.
KB, what it sounds like, bro, you can't pick up social clues. You will know if she's into you or not, bro. I promise you, you will. If you
See, but that's what I'm saying, Charlie. You haven't even been in the league. Like, you've been in the league, but you don't know the kind of new savages that there are out here. That's why you're saying that. You
You're
don't know the-
elderly.
Yeah, you kind of
feel
elderly.
like
I ain't
that.
gonna lie.
But here's the thing: what you got to understand, KB. When I was your age, it wasn't traveling out the country to get chicks, nigga. You had to deal with what you had right there.
Right.
And that's how we learn to play the numbers game. You go out and you get one number, and the chances of you scoring on that
But
one
the
number
numbers
is
don't
very,
work
very
anymore because it's now global and women can just get on their phone and do
Yep.
OnlyFans, all this other
No,
stuff.
that's
to
a
make-
fact. That's a fact. But that's
You
why I
know,
say
that's
I
not even
kind of
the
feel
rule
bad
anymore.
for him. I kind of
Hey,
feel
KB,
bad
right.
for him because of that.
He right though, because like when I was coming up, bro, we used to get a bottle and kick it, and we was smashing. It wasn't all this conflict that y'all dealing with and shit like that. It wasn't there. Like
Bro.
you was cool. It was a vibe. It went down. Like even the ones you took more seriously, you may have courted them more so. But it's like I don't know if y'all trying to court everybody or what the fuck going on.
Ain't no courting nowadays.
I'm a sniper, so I just come up in the club. I
We don't
see what I
believe
like,
you. We need more
snipe
people.
'em, keep it moving. That's how I do it. You know what I'm saying?
If the
I'm not
club
out
is
there
dark,
doing the
how do you
wild
see them,
numbers.
Black Cleaner?
Say it again.
If the club is dark, how you see?
What you
Especially
talking about?
Ray Charles, I touch him.
Now, Black Cleaner, I see you in the club with like a dozen roses or with some of their preferred stock cologne on. You know what I'm saying? Sweating the hoes, man. That's what I think.
You thinking very wrong about me.
No,
I'm on the
truth be
dance
told,
floor. I'm over here like crazy legs and doing all of the,
Black
all of the
Cleaner,
spinning on my head.
No,
You were
all
a suit
jokes
to the
how I
club,
get
Black
down.
Cleaner.
all jokes
Say it
aside,
again?
Black Cleaner,
You were a
could do
suit to the
well.
club.
Say it again.
You were a suit to the
Let
club,
me
Black
read.
Cleaner.
Let me read.
No, I used to work at a club. I was a part of the street team. I was a part of the promotion. And then when we didn't do the promotion, then I would be what they call a party starter. So we would get all of the people we would dance and then snatch all of the girls onto the dance floor to get them dancing because the Japanese girls were real shy, so you'd have to go and snatch them on the dance floor to get everybody dancing. So I worked in the club for a long time.
Snatch is a strong word, but real quick, guys, let me read this. I think this is a revise from his first comment. Shout out to my good brother YV. He said, "Pretty women only exist in abundance in 4 places: Miami, New York, New Jersey, and maybe Los Angeles." Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm just saying they do exist there. But if you ain't graduated from them cities, unfortunately, you will always be naive to women's nature.
That's wrong.
Well, here's the thing. Wrong. If you've been to Texas, man, Texas got some of the thickest chicks I've seen.
Louisiana.
I don't care what they are. If they Asian, if they white.
There are different blends all over the United States. That's the unique thing about the United States. There are different blends depending on what country you come from. It doesn't what part of the country in the United States you come from. So, yeah, New York and all those are popular big cities. And yes, they have a cultural mix. But there's so many other cities, Baltimore, right around Potomac and Baltimore City. There's a lot of light-skinned to dark-skinned people there. Louisiana has a good mix of different people culturally, and then baddies too. Houston, Texas, and all around Dallas, they're country thick, but firm and solid women. So it doesn't matter. Those 4 cities are major ones, yeah, but they're all over the fucking country. It's not centralized to just those big cities. That's being naive.
I even say Memphis got a lot of pretty women. Pretty thick women. They're a little rough around the edges, and I don't fuck with it.
Even Georgia, what do they say down south? They growing thicker because of the food or the weather or whatever the hell. Bigger
all
booties
the grits and cornbread,
cornbread fed.
I think we making it harder.
That's the way I like my women, cornbread fed. I'm talking about
with some gravy.
Hey, deal with a woman who like you for real. Stop trying to get women that not attracted to you. And
ding.
Look, a lot of these guys, and I ain't trying to throw no shade nothing like that or whatever. A lot of these dudes, bad built. They built like a damn wisdom tooth, old and shit, out of shape. Ain't got no money, living with their mama and shit. Like, bro, you ain't ready for no woman. You need to chill the fuck out. And get what's on your level.
Niggas need love too. Now, hold on, Chris. Yeah, I feel that, Chris. But here's the thing: every motherfucker on my 600-pound life got a motherfucker. You mean to tell me these niggas can't find somebody? I done seen crackheads with crackhead girlfriends. You mean to tell me they can't find somebody?
I want somebody to feed me fried chicken in bed.
They dealing with somebody on their level, bro.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's all I'm saying. Shout out to POV. He said there are women who hit you up on their birthday asking what you're going to give her. Same thing.
Same thing I gave them last year, different color.
They'll call you on their birthday though.
Where those women from that's asking him for stuff on their birthday? Them foreign women.
But here's the thing: there's a lot of incels.
A lot of these cats don't even fuck with women in the United States. They only dealing with international people. They know they're not worthy of anyway.
A lot of guys are so scared to walk out their house. They don't do shit. They don't interact with people. They interact on social media and think they're guys that understand how to talk to people.
Hold on. This is what I mean about the league.
Go outside.
I mean, I think. How do I explain this? Because it's like I know what you're talking about, and that's like a certain age demographic.
Yeah, because Gen X, we were all outside. We knew how to talk. We knew how to move. We knew how to interact with people.
We danced in the club.
There's a lot of people that don't even know how to do social interaction. They're awkward when they're in front of somebody.
Now, but we gotta be honest. I think nowadays I see what you're talking about, and it's true. But nowadays, I would definitely say the onus is put on the man in order to kind of run these conversations. You could be talking to the girl, you talking to her, you trying to talk to her, and she just one word
because
responses.
She's not interested.
Listen,
so move on and talk to somebody else.
Listen, she could just be not interested, but she can't be like, "Hey, I'm really not interested." Like,
well, she might not want to be rude to you. She don't want to hurt your feelings.
No, you got okay. So it's better. It's better if you talk to somebody and you just ignore them like they're not human. That's better because then you that'll really help them out.
Not everybody's like me is gonna be like, I'm not interested in this conversation and walk away. Some people just want to be nice.
Sometimes when the woman tell a man no, especially you young fellas, y'all take it the wrong way and you take it offensively. And you you ugly anyway.
You got your feelings hurt over a no. Half of these
there's been women who've been unalived over a no.
The dude be like,
bro, come on, man. We gotta stop pretending it's Mad Max out here.
Nah, this is
no,
true.
it is.
This is true.
I know, but it's not Mad Max out here. Like we these motherfuckers ain't coming out.
I'm gonna take on the personality of Black Cleaner real quick. Okay, you need to get out the textbook and live in real life. This shit happens.
I'm not saying
everything is
it
gonna go by
happen.
what you think or what's in the textbook. You know how many women have been raped, murdered, hurt because they said no? You know how many guys want to hurt women because of all of this? So they try. Sometimes they have to just be nice.
Hey yo,
Thank you, Sam.
Let's be in reality right now. This ain't in a book. This is reality.
It doesn't need to be in the book. We can look outside. You don't ain't women.
You need to be telling yourself that you live in such a
shit.
jaded world.
It's
not like that.
They don't like you niggas. Look, bro, you know how we be like, damn, she put up with all that shit from dude. Guess why? Because she like that nigga. They don't like you niggas. You niggas ain't got personality. You niggas ain't got no sense of humor. You niggas are corny.
See what I mean? That's that America talking.
That's the truth. They don't like you.
That's that America talking. That's that America talking. That's that America talking.
He gonna have to learn the hard way.
Right.
Let him learn the hard way.
Why is that America? I just want to know.
That's just what he says when everybody goes against what.
No, I want to hear actually what he meant by it.
It's not because in my opinion, I think it's like, bro, you could say almost anything as a guy. In my opinion, you could say almost anything. You can point to something and you could be like, all right, this is what it is. This is the reality. This is what's going on. And then people will be like, well, nah, it's because you're not this, you're not that. So it's always something like, you're a guy and you just never fucking good enough. And it's just like, oh, you're not good enough for this. You're not good enough for that. I'm like, where the fuck is this coming from? Where did we reach this point in the US where it's like, we look at a guy and we judge him so harshly. Meanwhile, listen, if a woman walked up to me and she said, hey, I really wanted to talk to you. I found you very attractive. I looked at her and just ignore her. People would call me an asshole, right?
Yeah, but let me
call me an asshole.
Let me show you how it's just like. Let me just say this and add it. It's just a human thing. You guys in the West got it easy. Actually, take your ass to China, where they have a whole entire market of old people around 70 and 80 trying to match their daughters with sons of other people because it's almost impossible. They have a whole government trying to fund how to make people talk again and be in relationships again. How about if you go to China and the woman has a list of if you're lucky enough to actually get to marry her, you got to pay her to change her name, pay her to get out the car, pay her to cut the cake. It is itemized every single bit. A woman in China wants you to have a home, not just a home on a mortgage, but free and clear of a mortgage. She wants you to have one in the countryside with a pool at a specific size. So you're in America dealing with an easy dating market experience. Go somewhere else and you're going to find it much harder. Japan, China, South Korea. This is where the majority of the world actually is. 60% of the world is Asians. So at the end of the day, it is super hard. It's not a West thing. It's just a human thing that all humans are dealing with that. And mostly all men throughout all history have never been good enough. You've always had to struggle to try to get it. Go out into the wild. Do majority of the males get to mate with majority of the female species? No. They look at 7 men and probably walk off on all of them and choose none of them as a mate. That is nature. That is actually natural. What you want is you a you a coochie communist. Yeah? You a communist of the coochie. You want it to be spread out to every single man and he gets his own portion of coochie, right? Every man should be able to get his own fair share. That's not how it works. What's natural is,
bro, I ain't even say that. I ain't even say that.
Hold on. If that's the case,
that's the funny thing. I know you didn't say that.
If it's this hard for a man, with what are you saying, going through or whatever? If it's that hard for a man to get a woman, right? Who's really the prize? Is it the man or the woman? Who the prize?
Here we go.
The man.
It's not the man, man. You niggas are suffering. It's the
But
woman, bro. And it really
But
depends
think,
on
hold on. We
If you know,
gotta we gotta think through that and talk about that a little bit, because even in America, what we're seeing, especially in places like China, Japan, even India, you see a culture of lying flat, where people are seeing this, people are noticing that, and what you'll find is that the government is so desperate in order to get people together. These guys are not going. You know, the guys who have the resources, they're above it. They don't have to interact. And the guys who don't have the resources, they lie flat, or they just accept the position and do the bare minimum and don't contribute.
That's life. That's the lot of most.
But
and I would also say that it's not that women are the prize. It depends on the society. When you go to China and they had the one-child policy, they were throwing women off the balconies because they wanted a son. Because at that time, they were in a development phase where if you had a man, he could probably provide resources. In a country that's more peaceful like the West, now you can have the pendulum swing and women start to become the prize because most people have resources. Most people provide. Even women can actually provide to some extent for themselves. So it depends on the development phase of society, like families and nuclear families has always changed as the whole entire empire changes in their development. So that's what I said. It just depends on what time it is. If we went, this is why men say this often in the space. If war breaks out and if all this goes to shit, we'll be valuable again. Yes, exactly. So if everything broke out and everything was falling apart, women will probably turn in and start seeing men as the prize at that point, because maybe they're going to look for safety and security. But that's not the time now. So you are in the position you are.
Hey, I like your response, bro.
Hold on, Chris.
Okay.
YV say the formula: money plus good cologne plus 8 to 15% body fat equals experience any woman you want in any country.
I don't even think the body fat that important. I don't really think they care about their physique like that.
Well, here's the thing. I think you can have all of that. I think you can have all of that, and you could be awkward as hell.
Exactly.
Yep. You can have all of that and be a weirdo and be suffering mental health issues. So I don't agree with that.
It's the intangible.
It does
man.
matter. The body fat and being shaped aesthetically and looking good matters to it.
No, that's cool.
I think it does. I think it does.
That's cool, but I don't think it's like as much as y'all think it is like that. I'm not saying be overweight, but I'm saying if you like a decent guy, you know what I'm saying, you all right. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be 5'10", lean as hell. Nah. And I like your answer too, though, bro. Because I'm not gonna say like either it's the man or the woman that's surprised. What I'm saying, it really depends on the situation in the relationship. That's all I was trying to say.
Nah, you made a lot of sense when you said that, OTO.
No, hold on, because the thing is, we shouldn't have to. We don't got to get to the point. We as guys, the way I see it, to think like, and this is like that rhetoric that I'm talking. To think that we have to reach a point of cataclysm of like where we got to go to war in order for guys to hold some kind of value or something. Like, no, I think guys here in America, wherever they are, you should do what you can to rise economically and do what you can to make your own life better, independent of women, independent of them, to make your own lives better. But like this mentality that we have where it's like, okay, we just sit here and just kind of like shit on dudes. And it's like, there are things that I've seen said about guys in my own life where I'm just like, listen, so you're going to tell me, you could look at this dude and be like, look at the size of your skull, the crescent moon on your head, this. Like, we'll sit here and we'll tell a guy every single deficiency he has in his life and his background, and we'll go into that. But you'll say one thing to a big bitch, and then it's like it's a problem, right? I'm just keeping it butt. Like you get what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying it to like come in and insult people or put them on the spot or make them feel bad, but there has to be a point here where it's like guys should feel safe and comfortable to participate in society and not get shit on at every single turn. That's all I'm saying. And until society accepts that,
bro,
they can be safe though. They don't want to deal with dudes like the women like that you actually can probably fetch or whatever. They don't want to fuck with them. Everybody trying to shoot out their league. That's why we get in the problem we have right now.
Bro, that is not true. Not everybody is trying to shoot out their. I don't know where people say like they're just trying to shoot out their. Bro, I've seen enough. I've seen enough shit here where I'm like, bro,
what do you holler at? What's your ideal chick? What she look like?
Ideal?
Yeah.
Her name is Greta, and she speaks German.
Yeah, and she's
no.
and she's Caucasian.
We saw that cleaner. We saw that cleaner in the background.
What?
No. Most people are with regular people, so
Peace that walk behind you.
No, I'm saying as far as what they.
You're talking about my friend?
That's your friend. We saw your little friend up there.
This is homegirl. He not finna try to do shit. This is homegirl.
Yeah, she is my homegirl. Come here, homegirl.
Shit, hold on.
Y'all want to ask her some questions? Go ahead, ask her some questions.
Go ahead, Misha. This where you shine.
Go ahead, KB.
I want a dirty Mac. Oh, what's your Instagram?
Yeah, nah, get up there. Oh.
You looking for a friend?
What you talking about, Charlie? This where I shine. You was talking to me?
Yeah. Because I was assuming because he's in Panama, she speaks Spanish. So you was rolling with it the other night. So you way better than me. I just could formulate a couple words. You know what I mean?
Hey, Black Cleaner got to go find his wallet. Look at him.
Yeah, I bet.
Hey, that's 30. It's 30 for the visual. Go on, do you, man.
This ain't no OnlyFans.
I'm just fucking with you, bro. Hey, I wish you the best, man. I hope y'all happy or whatever. You know, do what work for you. And she got that speed. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, that's reasonable. These niggas be on some other shit.
Well, here's the thing, Chris. And I gotta call a spade, bro.
Yeah.
Like a lot of niggas put too much value on beauty, forgetting that is a fading attribute. In 20 years, she is not gonna look the same.
Charlie.
What about a person being a good person? What about her wanting to be a good woman to her, a good man? What about that? Niggas be forgetting like you know these front page models and shit like that. She got a shit personality and she dumb as fuck. Can't even hold a conversation. But she got a fat ass.
Okay, but in 20 years, an ugly bitch ain't gonna look the same neither.
And I agree with you 100%.
Still.
So if you could go for the pretty bitch, go for the pretty bitch and have fun with that because the ugly bitch ain't gonna look any better 20 years later neither.
They ain't gonna transform.
Nope.
I feel
she's still gonna be a good person.
Hey,
what happened to 100% on that though?
What happened?
What I'm saying,
it's every so many years. You can trade in your girl, why can't you trade in your woman?
It's old niggas going for 20-year-olds. They gonna be cute for a while. That's what I'm saying. Like the shit don't work. It don't make sense. Get a chick around your age.
Yeah, now I'm offended.
What?
Yeah, no, because you should be. I mean, you married, you straight. But you know damn well, you know damn well you don't belong with a 20-year-old.
Ageism out here.
You know damn well you don't belong with no 20-year-old, bro.
She's 24.
Belong with whatever I want. This is my planet. Don't be telling me what to do.
On my camera.
Oh, your girlfriend's 24?
Yes.
Okay, bro. You deserve whatever you get, man. I wish you the best.
There we go. Thanks.
Hey, one second. Let me read this. YV say, Chris, is Jay-Z and Beyonce lead or is Beyonce and Jay-Z lead?
They're actually in one another's league.
Elaborate, please.
Bro, they're elite.
So when you get amongst the elite, looks don't matter.
No, it don't.
Okay.
Yeah. And actually, it's smarter for the way they did it because I always tell men, like, you're an idiot if you let a girl hypergamy you into marriage. I mean, you can be with whoever you want on the side, but marriage is a big, serious a construct. It's a big covenant. So you got to get somebody on your level economically speaking. So when you be like, I'm a billionaire, but I marry a McDonald's girl, that's stupid as hell. You're a billionaire.
But
you should be equating with someone in your same demographics.
Old money marries into old money. Old money arranges marriages within their own cult of older money people because they know there's levels to that shit.
Yep.
Hold on.
So that's just a broke man.
Lee Major said that's so Lee.
You know, a person that comes from a millionaire background got a better chance of marrying a person that comes from a billionaire background than a person that comes from a zero background than marrying a person with a millionaire background. Strictly because of proximity. People that's millionaire, rich people hang in certain places and poor people hang in certain places. It's just a proximity thing. They go to the same school. That's why I always say, goddamn it, your day ones is okay, but your day twos is the person that you stick with. Your day ones are proximity. Those are people y'all went to school with. Those people, because you came up in a poor environment, you was in school, so you was thrusted together. But it was people that like say that I done met throughout my endeavors in my life that we became closer than my day ones because we of like mind, which is different. With that,
but the only reason I brought that up is because most men say, well, women date up. And I say, well, that's because you allow them and you're stupid.
100.
You should not allow somebody to date up to you. They should be at the same level. Julius Caesar didn't just marry a girl who fetched bread. He married somebody who can gain him access to political covenants. So he named somebody who also came
Cleopatra?
Anybody he married, even his wife from Rome, even Cleopatra too, even Genghis Khan. You can continue to go on.
I think Cleopatra is a different case, though. I think Cleopatra is a different case because she also had Mark Antony as well, which was another
exactly. But what I'm saying is they didn't get a slave girl from Egypt.
Julius Caesar.
Right, yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is she had both of them, and both of them was over Alexandria. And Alexandria at the time was known to have the most beautiful women in the world.
Yes. So you're proving my point. You're proving my point.
Girl at the slave girl level, but you marry into the wealth.
Yeah, you don't marry the slave girl.
Bro, you gotta always.
I get that. I was just trying to decipher what you were saying because I didn't.
Yeah, no, because I'm just emphasizing. Oh, go ahead.
With women, you gotta always keep the carrot in front of the horse, man. Once you give them everything,
trying to emphasize. Go ahead, see.
No, I'm sorry. I'm good. I'd say once you give them everything, they're gonna have a whole set of expectations anyway. I always keep the carrot in front of them. Don't give them everything, bro.
But here's the thing, and you're absolutely right. Let me standardize that. When you go to these countries, a lot of brothers lead with their wallet. Now you're used to a certain level of living. They're not. They're not even used to handling that kind of money. You put that kind of money in front of somebody that's never experienced it. You remember when you first got your big bag, your first big one? What'd you do with
it?
Man, I bought six houses.
Wasn't nothing worth nothing. Well, you might have been the only smart one, but everybody else blew their first wad of money.
And 3 cars.
Because you're inexperienced at handling the money. You never expose somebody like that to money right off the bat. You slowly matriculate that down if you even expose them to 1/10 of it. You get what I mean? You just don't give them full exposure to your whole portfolio and everything that you have as far as your assets, because then it's not appreciated. It's something they automatically are entitled to or feel a sense of entitlement to. You got to wean them into that shit. And that's where a lot of guys go wrong when they go overseas. They instantly run them up into their whole bag and access to everything that they have access to, and they shouldn't be doing that. Because then there's a level of non-appreciation of access.
And you depreciate them.
Ronan, don't they also run the culture out of them too? Yeah. Don't they indoctrinate them into the American Western culture?
American Westernized systems. Exactly. And hold up. The reason you went to that culture is because you wanted to keep them culturally in their mode of being honorable to their men. Now you run them up in the Western society, Western mentality, and all of a sudden when they change, you fucking say, what the fuck? You changed. You forced them to.
Hey, I'm on this child, man. I gotta work tomorrow. I gotta make some money.
Come overseas.
Y'all be good.
I've seen men come overseas.
Chris said he got to go to work and so he could support somebody's baby mom. So shout out.
Exactly. Yeah, I can't afford these bitches without working. So I'm gonna holler at y'all.
All right, man. Have a good one. Appreciate you.
All right, bro. All right, bye. Y'all be good.
I'm jealous of you kissing me. So sorry, Lee. She had to do it one more time before she left. I'm sorry, she's upset.
Hey, I missed it, Ronan. I be trying to catch you, but I have my head down looking at my phone.
He lying. It ain't happened. Nah.
Charlie, I'm about to drop down.
What do you? I need some final thoughts from Misha. She never even get a chance to answer the question.
Drop this down right fast. Shout
there's
out to
plenty of
Bible
them
with
out here,
Misha,
Lee. It's
man.
just a matter of you
Y'all
being
pulled
here.
up and y'all ain't subscribed, man. You missing out. Misha, she be having some good gems going on over there on her channel. So shout
Wait a
out to her
minute.
for
What
pulling
Black Cleaner say?
Final thoughts
On what?
on the topic, because you really didn't get a chance to answer the question because everybody kept on intervening, so I never got a chance to hear you.
What was the question?
On what question? I'm sorry. I didn't know it was a question.
Well, the first question was when they was talking about KB and you were saying, you about the whole date who you date, but then we started getting into all of the other stuff, the friend zoning and all of the and all of that. So I was just wanting to know your final thoughts because everybody else was talking, and also Charlie said let's get the women's point of view. And because we do have women on the line, but all of the men kept on talking. So I just wanted to hear you before you got off.
My point of view on what though?
We was just talking about the whole relationship aspect and treatment. So how about that? Well, you want me to ask you a question and then you give me an
Come
answer?
on, man up, man. Answer the damn question. Jesus Christ.
Because it was just so much.
She like, what are
I
you
mean, I
doing?
don't really have
Oh,
too much.
Lord.
I don't really have too much to say about that kind of stuff. Go wherever makes you happy and do whatever makes you happy. Work on you, make your money, and do what you do. That's it. That's just my thoughts on that. You know, that's how I live. So I'm not going to tell anybody any different.
Shout out to you, Misha. Always keeping it a
Blessings,
buck. Yeah,
salute.
I agree with that too.
You know, you like what you like. You don't like what you don't like. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's a fact. And I agree. Like say, a lot of times I don't believe in a league just because, man, I have been with some women to when they was naked. I was like, I can't believe I got this. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, and I
sometimes
don't really like to politic on, you know, like, oh, black women this, Spanish women this, Philippines this, that, the third. You know, like I don't really like to get into stuff like that. You like what you like, and you had your good experience with whoever you had your good experience with. You know, so.
Even if her name is Greta.
Restraining order on him soon enough. We'll be fine, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Becky gonna put that restraining order on him super fast. Like we gonna be like, man, fuck white women. So yeah, all right, KB. Now I'm fucking with you, KB, because like once again, I'm in Minnesota, and that's the vast majority of my roster. It just is what it is. I fuck with who fucks with me. Who OTO just dropped down. Okay, that's what's up. But yeah, Misha, I feel you say that you gotta go. We probably finna be closing down here in a minute anyway. But
what happened? I was away. What happened? I was outside. Did someone say something?
Misha's just leaving.
Oh
yeah, I'm leaving. I gotta go to work. I'm doing overtime. I gotta make sure I have enough money to buy these mangoes. You know, they got fresh mangoes in Colombia. So, and I gotta make sure the mangoes. My husband like eating mangoes. I gotta make sure I get the right mango. No, you ain't eating the mango, but you're gonna try the mango. So I gotta make sure my money right, because that's my Valentine's Day gift to him, is to take him to the red light district. That's what I'm into.
I ain't going to red light district.
Oh, we going to the red light district.
Hey, I love a person that loves to hunt with you, not hunting.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I don't come on the internet. I don't come on the internet and cat. I do what I do, and whoever don't like it, don't watch.
That's a fact.
I travel to go try the new red light districts. That's what I'm into.
That's a fact.
I don't like taking pictures next to the statues. I like taking pictures in front of the baddies. That's what we do. You know, you ain't gonna see nothing different.
Been there, done
Tune in,
that.
watch Renee's World.
How you taste a mango without eating it?
Bye.
He don't eat mangoes.
I ain't mean to say shit.
Why would you eat a mango?
Yeah, because he nasty.
I'm thinking
that's nasty.
Yeah, but like technically, I'm thinking of real mangoes, but never mind.
I'm talking about that's the problem.
I'm thinking of real mangoes.
Oh, the metaphor, and she's not trying to say the real thing. It's a metaphor.
Exactly.
That's why everybody can't sit at the adult table. You know what I mean? Sometimes the kids got to sit at the kids' table. That just is what that is. Shout out to Anna. How you doing?
I gotta go to work. Y'all have a hey Anna, hey y'all. So I'm going to sleep. I gotta make money.
Good night, Misha.
Good night, baby mama.
I love a woman with objective.
YB say, I love the authenticity, Misha. Shout out to you.
Yeah. She's got an objective for her man, and they work together, man. You can't hate on
that. They
that.
got such a beautiful relationship. Hey, listen, I gotta speak on bro behalf because he do what he gotta do to goddamn it do his thing out there. So they got a beautiful situation going. Oh damn, and
that's an honest relationship, though. That's what I'm saying about being honest with your woman up front and letting her know.
Thank
what
you.
you're about. And it all works out in the end. I've always been in situations where if I was with a girl that liked both ways, guess what? We hunt together. We ain't got to hunt separately.
I feel that.
Do you feel it? Do you feel it, Charlie?
I feel that.
She said, "Are you sure you feel it?"
Well, here's the thing. I don't believe it's like because here's the thing. Let's just keep it a buck, and because y'all know that's what I specialize in. I went to college for keeping it a buck. When a woman say, "What's the difference between you going out sleeping with women and me going out sleeping with men?" There's a fundamental difference. Now, if we going out doing this together and we both hunting women, that's a difference. Opposed to you going out and you letting a nigga dick you down and you coming back like, oh, it's the same, because it's not. But I land right fast there.
Yeah.
You disagree with that, Ron?
Who, me? No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Like I said, I've had a huntress, plenty of them. I love a good wing woman, not a wing man.
Hey, it hit different when you out with a chick and she get your attention like, oh, look at that one. She thick as hell, ain't it, baby? I like, yes, she is. Yes, she is. Preaching tabernacle. But yeah, no, man. Shout out to you, Anna. How you doing, love?
I'm good.
Okay. You came in a little bit late tonight, huh? Oh, you one of the disruptors tonight. When I say I'm gonna get off, you're like, this is my two guys.
No. I was actually in the midst of you going on, I got the alert, but I was on the phone because my son's friend, we just found out that the girl she got in a car accident with just died. So I was on the phone talking with them and then building my son's dresser. So
Okay. Well, we're sorry to hear that, love.
yeah, it's good. They got in a freaking bad car accident and her friend that was with her just died. So most likely she's gonna get charged with it, but
Come on, your daughter?
No, not my daughter. My cousin's daughter. It's a cousin of mine.
Yeah. People don't
But
understand.
my son just ended up meeting her when he was in school and became friends with her, and he didn't know that was my cousin's daughter.
Okay.
Small world.
Yeah, very small. Very small. Like say the world is actually small. When I go to Vegas and I see somebody I know from Minnesota, I'm like, man, this shit too. I gotta get out of the States.
Yeah, I knew that when I was a kid. My dad knew everybody. I couldn't do nothing without somebody saying something to my dad. I hated it.
I just saw your daughter over here.
Right.
Telling all your business.
For real. I couldn't get high at the park for shit.
Why was you getting high at the park, young lady?
Well, see, when I was going to school, the teachers was on drugs. Okay, so it was like, what the hell is the point of me being here when I could be having fun in my own time? I'm watching the teachers get high in the hallway.
They didn't have the decency to do it outside of school. What type of you must went to school in jail or something? Like what type of shit was that?
That's basically what it was. The school was bad. I mean, we even had a riot with the cops, and the cops maced all of us in the hallway. Like, it was bad.
This was in New Jersey?
Yeah, Camden.
Wow.
Oh, that's where Gone in 60 Seconds wasn't all that. What was that movie? Where they were stealing all those cars and shit? Jersey Drive, New Jersey Drive.
Yeah, during that time when I was in high school, they was having racial fights with it was Asians against Puerto Ricans and blacks, and it was crazy.
Yeah, that kind of happened in Minnesota. Like say a guy got pushed out of the second floor window at a junior high school here, and I'm not sure. I don't think he made it, but I made it, so I'm good. But yeah, no, man. What you got going on? Was you listening, love?
I didn't hear. Yeah, I didn't get to hear what you guys were talking about, but yeah, I just hopped on just so I could show my face at least for a little bit.
Well, we definitely appreciate it. We probably, like I said, we probably finna be close. See, with these shorter lives, I could do these more often. You know what I mean? But those 9 hours, 7 hour lives, they really, really be taking a toll on your boy. So that's what's up, though. But I think tonight, man, we had some very good conversation. I think, like say OTO, he always pulled up and he always got something of value to add. Ronan, like say, he's a walking, talking like encyclopedia, and he's actually living the life that he's talking about. Shout out to my good brother Black Cleaner. That's like what you call yourself, the hopeless romantic, Black Cleaner?
Luther Vandross.
There you go, the hopeless romantic. We got KB. Every time I hear his name now, I'll be thinking, where the white women at?
I don't think that no more.
Not after
last night. I don't think
that's
last night made a lot of sense now. Now I'm like,
tripping.
That's maybe why he feels the way.
Now I see why he be talking about Luther Vandross a lot.
Ronan, the context was I was saying, I said we were talking about Thailand, and I said I ain't gonna lie to you, like I really feel like sometimes in Thailand the lady boys be looking better than the women here. Sometimes, and I'm like, there was a few times I saw a photo and I thought it was a woman, and I got tricked. I thought it was a woman.
That's not how you said it. You said those lady boys be looking good.
Looking good. Yeah, right. Right.
It was straight up.
I understood what you were saying, but the way you said it came off a little twisted.
Nah, you trying to take it that way. See, I wasn't trying to take it that way.
A lot of women like that, even in America to Thailand, a lot of regular women are jealous of them because of how well they look.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I told my kids
men
dad.
get so upset because when we see them, it's like it's hard to tell in some of them. So you really got to damn near do the nut check.
I told
you know who you're dealing with.
I told my kids dad.
Like, what this turning into? Like, how you do that?
Well, I was telling facts. People didn't really want to hear it then. I was telling facts.
They wanted. I don't want to hear no facts.
Right.
I don't want to hear them facts.
I told my baby dad
because he feels the same way. He feels like he can't tell the difference between them.
Yeah. No, I mean, let's being honest. Like, you can't, and that's why when I started getting out there dating and stuff, I told my kids' dad, I said, I feel sorry for you. I said, this is a tricky world for you right now. I said, you don't know if you about to get a woman or a man.
That's crazy. Shout out to POV. He said, first time I made it through a whole Charlie show. Yeah, shout out to you, POV, kicking it this long, because I know you've been tapped out by now. But POV is the replay gang too. Now he definitely will wake up and put it on the next day, and even if he's not watching it, he let your boy get some of those watch hours. So I definitely appreciate that. He said, Anna, are you still working on your channel?
Like and subscribe.
Yes, I am, and I did add some new pictures in there. And I'm currently, so as soon as I'm done with this the business law crap, I'm going to cook some more dishes and then post them up. And then I just check my subscribers. It says only 15. So I don't know why this says I can share your video on my YouTube, but yeah.
Shit, I say try it.
You can simulcast anytime.
Oh, okay.
Well, they told us to go live. You needed 50 subscribers.
You can simulcast anytime.
Well, he's talking about simulcasting. That's there's difference between simulcasting and going live.
And then you can go live on your own. So you can simulcast for nothing as long as you're riding on somebody's coattails.
Okay.
POV said, Carl, what the hell? What the heliante? Yeah, for sure. He liked what he liked, though, and we don't shame people.
Yeah, tripping.
He liked that, man. More power to him. You know what I mean? Just
Carl, I'll be messing with you, Carl. I don't mean nothing bad by it.
I know.
I'm just
I know.
joking with you.
Yeah, no. Carl, he don't got thin skin like that. Like, yeah, no.
Carl does live in Florida.
You should have said. You should have heard the whole monologue that he was talking about old people and shit a minute ago. So
last year in the league, coming off a bad knee.
Yeah, I had to give him his props on that one. But Carl is a young one, so I guess that's acceptable in his day and age. But you couldn't even say shit like that. Like even now, if I got around my brothers and the niggas my age, be like, oh no, guys, them lady boy be looking good. They're like, you know what?
Right.
Like, Minnesota that made you soft, nigga. Let's throw hands. Like,
that would be the talk for the rest of his life.
Man, I'm talking about they be talking about.
You don't think it won't be now?
They probably is now.
Nah, I mean they could say that, but I would be like, well, you know, we could just go to Thailand and you could see if you could tell the difference. Because I think after they see it, they'll be like, you know what, maybe
it's
you're
definitely
right.
true though. It's definitely true because I seen the picture, like I said, of my brother-in-law and his situation that he got in.
Oh shit! You telling on somebody? What you just say? You just said your brother-in-law got into a situation in Thailand because he couldn't tell.
Yeah, he couldn't tell. He couldn't tell.
Oh, she told the whole story. Like if we ever know who her brother-in-law is, it's a wrap.
I ain't never showing you.
Yeah, but here's the thing about Thailand that most people don't know. They admit to being ladyboys.
They definitely did.
All you gotta do is just ask.
She did. His fault was he didn't believe her. He didn't believe her. He said she looked too much like a girl to be a lady boy.
So he was just accepting of the looks.
He was like, no, he thought he was getting played, and he was like, nah, let me see.
Here's my thing, and she let him see. Well, he
I
let him
wouldn't
see.
go that far.
Yeah.
But you just said, you got to do a nut check, and I was asking how you do that.
Grab them.
I'm saying in America, because a lot of the American women will not identify themselves as such.
Right.
Oh, well, yeah, no.
Yeah, I know a lot of boys that never told another boy that he was a boy.
Even if you are a woman and you don't like me enough to say you a man, I'm gonna take your word at it. Like I'm a man. I'm like, all right, my nigga, you have a good day. I'm gonna go about my business. It ain't no let me see. Nope, I'm cool. Just in case I'm wrong, bro, I'm a swing on you because at that point you just didn't flash me. You know what I mean? So if you feel like you don't like me that much as a woman to say you a man, all right, pimp, you have a good one. Shit.
I'm gonna use that. I ain't gonna lie. I might use that.
I'm just saying, shit.
Nah, you don't want me. I'm a man.
And if niggas go for it, you know what they on. That's just crazy to me. But I don't know. See, I guess it's a such thing as gorilla macking and shit like that, which I'm also not a fan of. To where you almost want to bully a chick into giving you the number.
Yes.
Those guys that
I would never talk to you ever.
Yeah, like that. Those be the guys that like say, I'm deaf and there at all
times. Stalkers, threatening type of dudes, man.
Yes, to me that sounds a little bit abusive. I'd be scared to put your hands on me.
Why would I want to have a relationship with a woman or a man that wants to talk to me like that right off the start? What the fuck?
Right. That is a damn good point. But
and then the dude ain't thinking about that. He's just thinking about his ego and being told no.
Like, but he's, I guess, like, but here's the thing.
Niggas out there nowadays.
Well, now, this is what I will say about the women out of the country, at least from my experience. Even when they turn you down, they turn you down in such a polite way to you're like, all right, baby, I appreciate your kindness. You know what I mean? It's like, oh no, I'm cool, thank you though. Like, okay. But sometimes the women here can get like a little bit irate, but either or, I don't like long as you like cool and shit, I don't care.
What about the ones that you actually, the girls that's actually telling the guy, like, no, I'm just not ready. I don't feel like dating. I'm okay. Like just letting him go easy. And him like, oh, it's okay. I can do this. I can do that. I'm like, oh my God. I said no.
Say that again, love. I couldn't like start from
So it was a guy that hit me up on Facebook, and I have not been talking to people on Facebook because people been weird. So he hits me up, and I was like, no, I'm not dating. I don't feel like dating. I'm just worried about getting my shit right. And he was like, oh, I understand, but at least let me do this and let me take you out and I'm like, no, it's fine. I'm busy. I don't have time to give to somebody else. He gonna say, well, everybody makes time for the right person. And I'm like, well,
you
I
not
don't
that right person, nigga.
I
Damn,
don't think it's happening, right?
That's a fact.
What the fuck?
Yep. Hey, that's how they keep going. That's not the only one. I had like 3 people do that. I feel like it's ridiculous.
I've seen situations where women have walked away from their boyfriends. They're walking to the bathroom. The dude knows she got a man. He's seen her. He's been clocking her the whole time. He'll try to get her attention while she's going to the bathroom away from the guy that she's with. And then when she turns him down over and over and over again, all of a sudden he's like, well, fuck you, bitch, blah, blah, blah. Fuck that nigga.
I know a guy like that.
I pray that never happened to me when I'm out.
Yeah. Real
I've
quick,
seen that.
guys. It came through on your page, Ronan, but I'm go ahead. I'm gonna read
Not
it.
on my page. I don't have anything, but yeah, read it. I'm not even live tonight. I'm not live tonight.
Oh, that got to be you then, Black Cleaner, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Shout
But
out to
yeah,
you. Like
I like the question. I like the question.
Yeah, for sure. He says sincere. Sincere question for the travel space. What exactly is the end game? What exactly is the final goal?
Depends on the person. For me, I want to be married again. I've been married twice. I'm still going for a third.
No. Again.
Yeah, I'm gonna get married. And I'm coming back to the States.
Shut up.
I'm coming back to the States. I'll be back in maybe 2.5, 3 years.
Hold on.
You bringing your wife back to the States too, right? Okay. Shout out to you.
Oh, so what? You want to marry somebody else, not your wife?
No, that's
that's my girlfriend right now.
Oh,
That's my girlfriend right now. We ain't married yet. That's just my girlfriend right now.
Oh, okay. I was confused.
No. I'm just
Damn, yet another military vet.
Okay. Let's KB. Let's go around and I guess Tam, you be traveling too. What's your end goal, love?
As far as traveling?
Yes, ma'am.
As soon as I retire, I'm moving.
I heard that shit. Yeah, I heard that. Me and Tam is taking those good benefits overseas. That's what we doing. That's our.
Where you want to go, Tam?
At this point, I mean, I still got 20 years, but 20 years until I'm eligible, but I might be able to take what they call that, like an early
retirement.
Yeah, so, but if I do the other 20 years, I'll be 57. So,
That ain't good. That's excellent.
that's what I'm saying. So, like, I started early enough to where I still have a lot of life to go, and I can do another, not career, but, I've been exploring some options. I've been kind of laying some roots down and starting some things in the DR, so we'll see.
Yeah. As long as you don't start a conversation, a relationship, we good. Listen, I got deals on those good. I'm just saying. Okay, so yeah. KB, what's your end goal when it comes to traveling, bro?
Leveraging
you
options.
Marry him a white woman.
Nah, if I was gonna have some kids, I want like a tall white woman, probably 5'11", 5'10", something like that.
He wants a Greta.
He going to Sweden or Germany.
Yeah, bro, some Viking kids, big and strong,
Yeah.
Can't be having no small children and shit.
It's hurting my head.
I didn't feel
I'm a
strongly
small
about
money
that.
chaser too. I just happened to run into a Filipina. That's all.
But yeah, I would say the reason I travel is just leveraging options and then learning languages and stuff. At first, I only really traveled because, a friend of mine turned me on to it and I really got into it. But then, after I came back to Medellin, I didn't really feel the same way. I think the only thing that really keeps me going with traveling is just getting out of the U.S. It's just more peaceful. And then I really, really want to learn multiple languages. So I'm up to 4 now, 3.5. So I'm going to be, mastering Spanish and then going to to Brazil to finish learning Portuguese, and then China or Russia.
Why not German? V Gates do then.
I think of it as kind of like I learn languages based on impact. Germany, there's only one place that German is. There's only two places that German is really spoken. Germany and then Austria.
She speak German?
Yeah, she speaks German, but she speaks 4 languages. So she's from Kazakh. So she speaks Kazakh, Russian, Uzbeki, and German, and English, and Spanish. So that's 6 languages.
You can speak German too. V Gates do then.
Man, learning the language is already hard. I don't really want to.
Now,
that shit's gonna be hard.
Not to put it down or not to like outshine your accomplishments, but bro, you're Haitians, and the Haitians that I know commonly know 3 languages. That's not even an amazing thing for them. You know what I mean? Like Haitians are some of the hardest working people you're gonna ever meet. You know what I mean?
They know like Spanish, typically Spanish, English, French, Creole.
French,
Those are usually the 4. I didn't get like for example, my oldest brother, he could speak French. My middle brother, he can understand French. My mother, she can read, write, speak French and Creole and 3 languages. Me, I didn't get that education. I came, like apparently my mom told me, when you were younger, we put you in the Spanish class, but you ain't want to do that shit when you were 7 or 6.
Okay.
So I'm like, that's crazy.
My whole family speaks because they're from Louisiana, Opelousas. They all speak French as their first language.
Opelousas? My granny's in Oakdale.
I don't know where that is because I just found my family about 7 years ago.
It's like 40 minutes north off of that. What is it? LA-10? Just go north.
Yeah. But yeah, so my family speaks French as their first language.
Oh, that's what's up.
So, and then they speak Spanish because of their Creole heritage. We're part of the Indian tribe, and then we have our African heritage. So there's 3 languages there.
Yeah. Roman, imagine a nigga just shows up.
Hold on, let's let Black Cleaner answer the question, then we let Ann chime in, even though she ain't even got her passport yet. we gonna let her chime in, but Black Cleaner, the floor is all yours. What's your end goal, bro?
You muted,
bro. You muted, Black Cleaner. Go ahead.
I said selling books. That's what my end goal is. Please buy. Found in translation, but also too, I mean, my book also tells what my end goal is. My end goal is about legacy, love, marriage, and also, having family and having a family office. That's what the end goal is.
That's the game right there.
Yeah, shout out to you. Anna, you could go, and then I guess I'll just say something real quick once you get done. I guess we gotta reformulate the question to you. Do you plan on traveling?
I definitely do. I was getting all my mom's information and my dad's information so I could go to the damn place and get this shit done. I was talking to my mom and dad yesterday about it. So I got all their shit so I can go and do my shit and get my shit right. But I do my end goal is basically to move. Okay. Once my kids are all grown, I want to move. Now that part I don't exactly know, but I have a few places. I definitely still want some type of property in down south somewhere. I want a property down south somewhere, and I definitely yes. So I'm thinking 2 places. So I'm thinking Texas, and I'm thinking because my cousin lives in Texas, and then I'm thinking somewhere else. I'm thinking
then if you're a veteran at 100%, there's no property tax.
Yeah. Texas is my number 1 place that I definitely been researching.
That's why I'm going back to the States in 3.5 years is to buy property in Texas. But we plan on also buying property here. But why not leverage the property you have in the United States to buy property here? Because here you got to own outright. Here you got to own outright. There's no fucking mortgages and bullshit like that. You actually have to buy the property and build a house cash.
But it's not as much to like buy a property and build it.
No. It's not as much. A couple hundred. If you want a decent sized house and you want to build American style, because you got the bunghole sprayers and all that shit, and they cheapen out a lot of things. The piping is smaller, so you can't really flush shit down the toilet. It's crazy if you let them build it the way they build it and not American style. that shit ain't gonna be around for a while.
Right. Well, real quick, for me to answer the question, like say, it's lifestyle arbitrage for me. You know what I mean? I want to be able to like live in a different country. I'm still figuring out which one, just to have a better value of life at a cheaper price. You know what I mean? Like if I find a chick to have some Dominican chans or some Thailand chans or even some Colombian chans, whoop-de-doo. If not, I'm gonna be an old man kicking more shit than a karate instructor. So that's my goal. What to say? Stay high. Say when you're in Thailand, some people just like that. No excuses. I was out there. I saw brothers, white men with brothers and white men. I'm sure you meant to say with lady boys. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. We all seen that one dude to where he was talking to a lady boy and he was like, she said, "Have you ever tried?" He said, "No, but I'll try with you." I said, God damn it, brother.
Wow.
Which video was that? I think was it a white dude? Black
that's
dude?
Crazy. No, it was a black dude. You can tell he was you muted again, Black Cleaner.
I said, get me off this line.
I'm just elaborating on what he said. So I'm sure it is, but man, there's not that good enough looking people in the world.
There's a whole YouTuber, light-skinned brother, older guy that dates a trans woman in Thailand. Seriously, and
we don't
has
want to
it
know
proudly
him.
on the YouTube channel.
We don't want to know him.
Yeah.
You ain't got to see his channel or nothing. We don't. We don't want to know him. Like, listen. I'm not a judger. I just don't listen. The same way that people come over here and they say what they want to say about.
Here's the thing: in our families, hold up, we gotta be truthful about this. In the black community, it's been shamed for years. There's always something funny about the uncle or the aunt that you're not supposed to talk about, but you know damn well she was gay or a lesbian or whatever. You have a couple trans people in your family, but you're not supposed to talk about it. We got all this hush bullshit that goes within our family, but we act like it's not fucking happening. Let's be real. It's happening in your own family. You got somebody in your family that's fucking gay right now.
My son is gay.
Right now that's fucking trans in your family right now, but y'all ain't talking about it. But you're gonna be loud about it everywhere else. I know I have trans people in my family. I know I have.
I don't have. Well, not to my knowledge, I don't have any trans people in my family, and I don't even know
we got lesbians and everything else in our family.
I don't even have.
I have
as long as you ain't imposing it on me, you still my family.
Yes,
you
and that's
whatever. But hey, it just ain't on me. That ain't my lifestyle.
That's exactly how I feel when it comes to.
We make it so lopsided, like it can't happen to us. Not us specifically, but our community.
I'm gonna say it can't happen to me. I just
no.
It's been happening forever.
Listen,
half of the fucking movie stars and everything else you know about that were black back in the day, especially singers, they were swinging the other way, bro.
Look, to each his own. At the end of the day,
right?
it's to each his own. My son is gay. I love him to death. They ain't gonna change shit. Now, I did talk to my son about being gay, and I told him, I'm for you to do whatever makes you happy. I just pray that one day, you get right with God and handle that. But I also said, I don't want you to start doing these new things where she, they, them, whatever. You're a boy. And that's where you were born, and that's what I always want to see. And he was like, "Oh no, I ain't with none of that." Okay. That's it.
Well, here's the thing. Let me clarify myself, because that almost came off as I could be misconstrued. What I was saying about that is that's just not my thing. Just like they're free to do what they want, I'm free to do what I want and how I feel. I'm not bashing nobody, because like I've said many times before, long as you're doing shit legally and you're not forcing yourself upon nobody or hurting anybody, you're free to do whatever you want. I feel it's people out there that make love to cars. Literally, look it up. Weird fetishes and shit. There's people out there that fuck trees.
Plushies,
I don't care about it.
And everything else.
Right. I don't care about it, because guess what? You not harming nobody. If that tree could talk and say, "Oh, I don't want this," then you're gonna be fucked up. You see what I'm saying? But other than that, bro, do what you want to do. I'm just saying.
No, I never said it towards you. I was saying in general, the people that are listening is basically, we all know in the black community that's been a hush thing for over 50 plus years. Way before I was even around, there was family members that we're always told and not to be talked about. You know, we just keep that to ourselves. We don't say anything. But I know what you were saying. But I'm just saying.
Sure. But and I wasn't speaking. I was just like, because when people come back and look at this live, because it like I've spoken on the other live, and like I done got calls the next day, like, bro, what you came off as a little bit racist. So I had to come on because I'm not racist. I love all people. You know what I mean? But at the same time, if you feel some type of way about me, I feel some type of way about you. That's just the way I come up. You know what I mean? It is what it is. If it's fuck me, it's fuck you too. Right. No matter what. And that goes for black people, white people, Asian people, and all of that shit. I don't just fuck with you just because you black. I fuck with people. I got some white people. Bro, in Minnesota, it be the white people that be kicking off shit here. Like when that George Floyd shit, ask anybody in Minnesota, that's especially in the main city, the white people kick that shit off here. They're way more savage than we are. And it was about black shit, like I said.
It's in their nature.
The story that, that's a fact. But the story that I always tell, bro, when I was going through the process and they were screaming Black Lives Matter, I'm think they yelling to somebody behind me. When I got up there to where they was and look, nigga, they was telling me Black Lives Matter. Like, what? Y'all white, I'm black. Okay, I appreciate it, but it's this, that, and the third. I'm just saying all of that to say this. People that come from other sides of the internet to come over here and say, oh, we don't appreciate what you do. We don't like black men that travel. I'm like, why you got to come over here? On the simple fact, I'm not going over to those other channels to where that's okay and saying, voicing my grievances to them. As long as y'all not hurting nobody, do what the fuck you do. I don't care. So,
well, a lot of guys do that, and they try to do like a proving grounds thing so they know how to keep on their talking points. They'll invade a room just so they can get on their talking points and prove that they know how to stand up to what they don't agree with. So they'll do that just as a practice thing to see if they can get.
I never thought about it like that, but yet and still, I still don't see myself as, even as we speak, I'm working on becoming a better speaker, a better, like say, I've been listening to different speeches and things of that nature to become a better speaker. But I've never thought to go over there and like try to degrade people or shit on their life.
You just stand in your points on what your beliefs are, and you challenge somebody on their beliefs, and you try to either hold your ground without losing your cool, while they're trying to prove their point of why they feel a certain way. The one that loses their cool first loses, really, on the argument.
I agree with that. Real quick, let me read this. This coming by the Scream sponsor. Shout out to YV. He said, even when you own a property free and clear in the United States, you will have to pay rent to the government in annual taxes, which is increasing every year. Shout out to YV.
Yeah, he's right. And that's what I said. He's absolutely right. And that's why I said for veterans that are 100% or retired, the advantages in certain country or certain states in our country is they recognize our service and they give us benefits, extra benefits that normal civilians don't have. Texas just happens to be one of those states. If you're 100% service connected, or you're a veteran retired after 20 years, you pay no state tax when it comes to property tax.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. Let me call.
That's good.
So your house is your house. They can't come get it because you didn't pay the property tax on it. It's your house.
That's good.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yes.
That's my mama. Are you still
And yes, some kids can take advantage of that as well.
Yeah.
So
what you mean?
It transfers to your children as a veteran. A lot of benefits
when they pass.
Yes, as a veteran,
I want my mama to pass for me to get there.
As a veteran, your benefits pass on to your children.
Hey, I get my mama stuff and my daddy stuff.
Not
I don't want my mama to die for me to get this shit.
Remember, I said benefits like, college assistance, taxation when it comes to certain states. You don't get their money. Like if they're getting a pension or whatever, that doesn't get willed to you. But the advantages of having a parent or a grandparent.
I know, I get both of them.
You'll get that. Yeah, you'll get benefits like you'll get the housing.
And my daddy worked for Spirit, so he put it to where if he passes, I get his retirement.
His retirement, yeah.
I'm his only baby, so.
Man, you finna be my only baby. You keep on talking about them damn benefits. And listen.
Yeah. See, now you're telling on yourself. You about the money. You don't care about her. You just want her.
Oh, he been said that.
He
He been
dirty
said that.
macking.
Dirty macking like a mug.
Right there, KB. That's dirty macking right there.
That's a dirty man.
Charlie, if
That's
I
why
get,
you
if I
can't
get,
fuck with Charlie. You know, I always knew he was no good. You know, that's why you
Charlie
got to be
been
around a
saying
nigga
about
like me. You know what I'm
benefits since
saying? You
day
know, I
one.
really care for you, unlike Charlie.
Hold on.
Live example of dirty macking. That
I
was
think
dirty
POV. He said he was holding on. It wouldn't be like out of the ram for POV to go to sleep. He said, and what age did you realize he was gay? I guess he's referring to your son,
Anna. Yeah,
Anna. That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry. She probably stepped away, but he also said, "Damn, Ronan." I mean, he said, "Damn, I'm jealous, Ronan."
Yeah. Hey, believe me, I got to take advantage of that. Even if I wanted to live out of the country, why wouldn't I want to take advantage of owning property in the United States as well? There's multiple people that are millionaires. They have multiple properties all over the globe. You shouldn't just limit yourself to saying, "Oh, I'm going to retire overseas and not own anything in the United States." United States is your building block. And then you go overseas with maybe some of those fucking earned assets and you buy into those countries as well. Now you have a root of a solid plan of you got your home base assets, which have a huge amount of value globally. And then you can use those resources to pull from to buy other properties in other countries. And that's how you work that. And Black Cleaner has already got his base. So all he has to do is continue on with his plan.
Yeah, that's a fact. Shout out to you, Ron. But yeah, guys, I think we're gonna go on wrap it up because I'm trying to stay within the 2 hours.
Wrap it up.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Oh, okay. Shout out to POV. And I know I gotta wrap it up now because and was that a freaky innuendo right there? Talking about wrap it up. But I know I got to wrap up. I got to bring this thing to a close now, just because POV is still rocking with us, and I want to close out the show before he go to bed. But yeah, no, I'm more than likely not gonna go live tomorrow. But if Ronan don't go, I mean not Ronan.
I'm going live. I got it here. Let me load this thumbnail. I got a live for y'all for tomorrow. Hold on. Let me load this.
Yeah, well, Ronan, you're not in. Well, you was talking about you ain't really into boxing because you said Ortiz.
Yes, I am. What you mean? I was in martial arts and boxing all my life.
No, I'm talking about the sports. I took Muay Thai for like 5 years as an adult, and I took like
the thumbnail that I got in the back right now. So that's our discussion for tomorrow. Influencer economy, and whether they're lying, whether they have receipts or not. You know, there's a lot of famous people sitting right there on that phone, but we're talking about, we already dealt with Anton. That's Jay Morrison. I don't know if you guys know or remember Jordan Belfort. He's the guy in the center.
Wolf of Wall Street.
So Wolf of Wall Street. Then you got, most people don't even know Grant Cardone is a fucking paper guy. You know, he has a lot of shit that he's 100% legit. You know, so we're going through all those systems, and then Bernie Madoff is the one peeking behind Fearless.
Yeah, and who's that? Aaron Hall back there?
Yep. No, Aston Hall. Aston Hall.
Okay.
Hall, who was a grifter on the training and fitness side.
Okay.
Man, you got all the embarrassments lined up. Yeah. That's crazy.
I wanted to do a scream like that myself, but yeah, shout out to Ronan for that one. That's a
Ronan, that's a good topic because I find that a lot of the times the way that people think, especially of like people like Grant Cardone too, I feel like they kind of see it less from a business perspective and more from like they see it like it's the holy grail, you know, like they like if you attack it or you say something about it, those people, they just kind of come out like, no, that's not true. He's not like that. Blah, 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 blah.
And we're going to touch on the prosperity pastors as well, because the grift goes into the church too.
Mm-hmm. Especially that nigga Jay Morrison. Jay Morrison's one of those people that I just hate so much too. I'm glad you're talking about him.
I definitely dislike Jay Morrison. Real quick, let me read this by my concern with rental properties in other countries is enforcing non-payment from tenants. Shout out to you, YV. How would you deal with that, Ronnie? Because I'm looking to buying property.
There's a lot of people that do Airbnbs and they have property management of local means. You hire a property manager locally. That way, if it has to come to something, it's on a local scale and it's not a foreigner trying to force themselves or force against whatever governmental laws that you're dealing with. It's better to have management within lawyers representing you in each country. It's a lot cheaper. Believe me, lawyers don't make a lot here. The place where I live at right now is a gated guarded community, and I have doctors, lawyers, politicians living in the same place I live in. Okay? So a lot of the things you think cost a lot in America does not cost anything, just like medical costs. A lot of people go abroad to do what? A lot of the surgeries and stuff they can't do in the United
Medical
States. So
tourism.
even hiring a foreign lawyer and a staff to watch over your properties and make sure you're not being taken advantage of is easily done here. It's a good rate of return based on what you're doing for your investments.
No, that's
I'm also looking to get my teeth done too in Bogota. Cheaper dentist.
Hollywood Smiles in Miami, they got a deal going too. You should look into that. Well, you got that bread. You get to go trick and get your teeth done at the same time. Shout out to you. Shout out to POV. I'm glad Anna came back too. She said he said wrap it up. Anna never heard that term before. LOL.
Oh nah.
What are you talking about?
Got her.
Wrap it up, please. Wrap
You
it up.
said they're wrapping it up. He said Anna never heard that term. You know POV just fucking with you.
Shit, we know she didn't wrap it up about 8 times.
Oh, hold on. Shut up. Come on. Yeah. He said, oh, and then YV, I mean POV, I think POV or YV, one of them asked me at what age did I know.
Yeah, right, that was YV.
I knew since my son was small. Like 3-4 years old. Yeah, like my son was young, just off his mannerisms, the way he used to move, the way he used to talk, the certain things he liked. I knew. That's why when he told me he was gay, I was like, okay, I was waiting for you to realize it yourself, boy.
You know what? It was a comedian that came out with a joke. Like, he was just poking fun, though. He said his cousin came out to him at the family. He was kind of mad. Nobody was surprised. He was like,
Kevin Hart.
He's like, nigga, we knew already. He's like, how you know? He said, remember when we used to, all the kids used to throw down their coats and stuff after school to go play football? He was like, yeah. He said, you were the only one that tied yours around your waist. So we knew back then. I was like, okay, that makes sense. Good night, Tam. Tam, my love bug with the good benefits. Shout out to you.
Good night, Tam.
You said with the good benefits. You still gonna
Ronnie, hold on, Ronnie. We gotta know. You the one on this stream here said be honest. Ronnie, you said be honest. That's what you said.
You're right. I did say that. She gonna take it the way she gonna take it. You know what I mean? She either gonna accept it.
So I love me some Tam.
You know what? Here's the thing, YS, and I'm gonna tell you this from a mentor's point of view. And this is when I first got into a bigger sales organization. I'd work in executive management and stuff like that. But one of my mentors told me, look, you know, you holding on too tight. You're making all these calls to set up your appointments, but Alex, you're best at closing. Why are you taking the time to make 1,000 phone calls or whatever a day to map out or get your appointment set up for the month? You can pay somebody $8 an hour. How much do you make when you close a deal? I said, when I close, it's anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 to close, plus future business, because I've already won over their confidence, right? So he's like, well, don't you think it's worth it for somebody else to do that so you can close every hour and let somebody else do your menial stuff? So I say that to say this, YS. I understand we have trust issues and we want to hold on everything with an iron fist, but you got to be able, in order for you to grow, to allow some of the menial things in your life to be taken care of by somebody else. So you can do some of the things that you want to do in life.
That's a fact. Let me read that. You responded to it before I read it, but shout out to YV, the screen sponsor tonight. Really appreciate you, bro. He said, I don't even have a property management company in the United States. I have trust issues. If I can't control it myself, I can't do it. Well, when you came on and we were talking about it, I told you it's property, like say I could afford property in Mississippi and it's a great return on it. You like, I'm damn near about to close on the property because of the conversation you and I had when you was up here.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I had to go about it unconventional way. But I'm finna to goddamn close on the property in here soon in a minute. That's why
Believe
I have
me,
to travel and do a lot of things. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ronnie.
I have a lot of trust issues too. One of the reasons why I moved to the Philippines while I was going through this courting phase, or what they call here, is God, I can't even think of the name right now. But anyway, part of me being here is also to learn automation, AI automation with businesses. So I'm building my base while I'm here in my peace mode before I even come back to the United States that can generate income while I'm not doing anything. It's automated. NAN programming, AI programming, personal assistant, agent assistance, all those things is what I'm doing right now with my time. So I'm still applying myself even at 58 to do things that will continue on long after I'm gone with AI and businesses. So I get it. So if there's a way to build some kind of property management, but you're still going to have a personal touch. You got to have somebody there looking at your property. It don't matter how many cameras you got there or anything. You're still going to need maintenance. You're still going to need somebody to go in and clean up if it's Airbnb or something like that, those properties. So you got to trust somebody sometimes.
You know what's the biggest thing I'm scared of, and it has to do with my business, is hiring an accountant. Because I hear so many freaking scary stories about people ending up having to get locked up because their taxes weren't done properly.
They got them and hired their cousin, baby.
Listen, this is why I want to do it myself. That's why I went back to school, and I was like, I'm just going to do it myself. And if I can sit down with somebody to go over it with me, because at least I know that I did what I was supposed to do.
Well, the key thing is this, and I always tell people, because even this is how businesses, operate. They first show you the system on how to do things, and then once they show you the system on how to do things and you know everything from soup to nuts, then you, as what Ronan was saying, you step out of the driver's seat, you put somebody else in the driver's seat, and then you let them do the technical stuff and you just manage that. But what happens is, as you said, a lot of people, they don't know what the accountant does. So therefore they don't know if the accountant is robbing them or not. See, if you already knew what the accountant did, then you just be able to check his books, and just the minor tweaks and peaks will be enough for you to be able to have your time back.
Yep. Yeah, not really.
Like, I think the main thing, because I learned that he could I learned an accountant and all them people, they can tweak things to make it look like it's, so that's why I would rather have like control of my books and then just get them checked out to make sure. I think my main part is to make sure that the business is running properly. Like, I'm going to be doing the cooking for a little bit up until I can trust somebody to actually that can cook good for me to have them do the cooking. And I'd rather just run my business, the financial portion of my business, because I definitely don't want to fail on that. And I watched the videos, and that shit scared me to death.
You now have the ability.
Real quick, guys. Give me 1 second, right fast. Let me read this by YV. Shout out to YV. He said, KB, as a 24-year-old man, I am proud of what you have accomplished. You're doing better than most grown men. You are a boss, and I want you to know that. Shout out.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. It's about to make me cry.
Nah, just think about them lady boys. You'll be good. Go ahead.
Y'all know how you try to switch the convo fast. You ain't slick.
I try to throw that in there right fast.
But thank
shout
you.
Shout out to Stay High. Shout out to my brother Worldwide. How you doing, big dog? But yeah, no, for sure. But we're gonna go around, give our closing words and stuff like this. But Anna, what I would bring up a couple things. First off, I'll bring up don't let what Ronan said go over people's head. Because I got a VA that's in the Philippines, which I pay $4 an hour. You know what I mean? Like, and it's all like analytical work, but you can afford somebody to work for you. And also, just as from a business standpoint, Anna, like, restaurants have some of the thinnest margins in business. You know what I mean? So that's always be aware of. Also, everybody that can cook. Not saying, and this is just food for thought. Not saying that it will or won't work out, but everybody that can cook shouldn't open a business, because cooking and opening a business is two different things. So those are things
you know why you mentioned that, Charlie? Because man, there was a good live stream that was really good. I don't know if you ever heard of Pocket Watching with JT. Dude, he made a really good. You heard of Turkey Leg Hut?
Yeah, I know the
that
whole story.
was a good episode. That was a good episode. So so he talked about how, you know, they started this turkey leg business, and you know it became very successful. But the first things that they started having problems with number one, health code violations. So the health inspector would come in, and their food needed to be prepared in a certain way. You know, you had cross contamination, like you couldn't put raw food next to cooked food. Your things needed to be labeled.
Yes, all that, everything
That's all
has to be
common
labeled.
sense shit
That's
that you were
all.
saying.
Yeah, that's all common stuff. Like that stuff I already learned when I went to school for cooking and stuff.
Yeah, to me that wasn't really that much common sense. Like, because I thought, okay, you could put cooked food in like a container, and then, but apparently the health inspector like you can't do that.
No, because a container could have a crack in it. It can leak, and it can go on to the raw stuff can go into the cooked stuff. So it's just supposed to be all in separate stuff.
Yeah. And then the
raw stuff not even supposed to be in containers for real.
Yeah. And then they talked about portion sizes too. That what they were charging versus the portion size that they were getting on those meals, it was just out of control. Like you have like you have this ginormous tray of macaroni for like $10. You know
what I didn't know? This is what I did. I thought I took as like, oh, okay, I didn't even know this, because you have to make sure you count your waste. So whatever you throw away, you have to count that. I didn't know that.
Overproduce. You don't overproduce your food if you're counting your waste. But the whole thing is, even with portion control, is everything has a cost associated to it. So if you're buying macaroni at a certain poundage, your vegetables and everything you put into an ingredient, if you weigh all that out and you look at what your portions are by weight, and you've already distributed that, you can show how much cost it does to actually take that one scoop of macaroni and put it in a plate, and you can associate it to your overall budget. And then, like she said, on the side, you look at if you're overproducing. So, you know, on a Tuesday night, you don't need to produce as much as on a Friday night. You're not constantly coming in making the same amount of portions, even though your business isn't busy enough to handle those portions. So you got to throw it away because of food requirements.
Another thing too that they talked about was a supply chain. So sourcing the actual food. So part of the reason why Turkey Leg went under was because their food supplier, they were about $1.2 million in debt to them. So, you know, they were sourcing the turkey leg, the coleslaw, you know, the fuck goes in coleslaw, vegetables and mayo. I don't know. But you know, they were sourcing that, and a lot of the times you have agreement with those suppliers and say, okay, I'm gonna order this minimum amount from you in order to get this dedicated price. And that was very interesting to me. Like they also do that with Prime too. The drink, the YouTube drink, where they got into some trouble too, where because the minimum the supplier was requiring, they weren't meeting that minimum threshold, and you know, Logan and those guys, they ended up getting sued for it.
Actually working in a restaurant, actually working in a catering business, because after I went to school and I did everything I had to do, I was like, you know, I need to find a job in the business that I wanna be in. So I went and I got hired inside the in this catering business, and oh my God. It was crazy. I was like, oh, that's against OSHA. You can't do that. The food company gonna come, they gonna give you a big ticket. They was doing the most disgusting stuff. I mean, things that were outdated, they froze it, and they was refeeding it to people. Whatever that was out in a party, we would bring that food back and package it up and give it to the people in the hospitals.
Yeah,
Like,
they do that all the time.
It was crazy.
Real quick, let me read these before from YV, and then guys, we're gonna go ahead and close out because y'all give me every time, but tonight we're sticking to it. Shout out to POV. He said shout out to Worldwide Navy. Check out his channel. New video on Panama. Definitely go check out my bro Worldwide Navy, man, doing this thing. Also hit the like and subscribe button. If you hear, man, obviously you picking up something that, goddamn it, or it's free. That's the selling point. It's free. It don't cost you shit, man. Just hit the subscribe button, man. You know what I mean? Like, we over here kicking it. We pull the ladies up, get a woman's perspective. We joking and going back and forth. YV just came. KB just came out the closet. Like, all of that happens right here. So y'all, goddamn it, subscribe, man. Shout out to KB, man, a good young brother. I'm fucking with him, and like I say, I really rocks with KB because not only is he a young brother that's doing his thing, but he's educated and he holds himself like he has some decorum about himself. So shout out to KB. But you guys want to say anything? We go around and get ready to close it out. Because like I said,
I want to also answer Ann's questions and concerns about the accounting too.
Mm-hmm.
So if she wants to, some advice. So I would say if your number one concern is the actual accounting, the thing is that if an accountant wants to do something to where, I guess it would depend on first personality, on, whether this is someone that you think that you can trust. And number two, I would say that if an accountant wants to do some kind of dirt, like let's say you're running a business, right? And your business becomes extremely successful. You're doing $1 million in business every year, right? At that point, if you have an accountant, he can create invoices where, if your supplier is of ABC Foods, he can create invoices from ABC Foods and just charge it to you, and then you would have no idea. And you get 500, 600, 700 invoices in a month, and you pay them all, because that's what you're supposed to do. It's the responsible thing to do. But then you could look at it and you're like, okay, if you don't know what's going on, you just don't know what's going on.
Exactly. That's my fear.
No, because I've seen a business, how they've counteract that is, number one, you want to have like a budget or some kind of idea how much money is supposed to be coming into the business normally, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what you can do is you can do quarter by quarter, month by month, and then you can look at the variance where you can say, okay, last year, or this is my expected amount of business. Why is my business not performing as well as I thought it's going to be?
Well, the right way to do it for me to even know that is not even do it quarter by quarter, is actually doing it month by month, because that's how you stay on tact on any losses or anything being taken from the company.
Trust me,
that's what I just learned now.
Once you reach that kind of money to where it would make sense for you to hire an accountant, you're gonna be doing it quarter by quarter. You're not gonna be able to do it month by month. Trust me.
Some of the stuff you do have to do by month because of the supplies and stuff like that. Like, you have to be able to stay on top of supplies and how you say it, what the heck, like the food and stuff. So you're gonna have to inventory. You're gonna have to be able to do that monthly. You can't do that quarterly.
Well,
I don't plan on having a big restaurant.
Okay, guys, we like shout out to YV where he say, KB is long-winded as Elf, though he'll get better with age. He definitely long-winded. Like, for a young fella, he could go. He could definitely go. But
you could inbox me or whatever. Yeah. Inbox me or whatever, and I could definitely talk to you more about
that. Person in the back office, if you want me to, or I could send them.
I forgot about that. Yeah, add me to it if you can, or she can message me and she just ask whatever questions.
We'll handle that once we close out. But the primary goal is to close out.
All you guys have to do is stay in the room when he closes out. You guys can have a conversation in the back.
Yeah, because I don't want to give my stuff out.
I'll close it down that way. I'll close it down.
Just so everybody knows, real quick, you can build an analytic thing, and I almost have the ability to do it myself. But you can build analytics through your AI right now that will double check all your purchases against your earnings and everything else. And it will watchdog what your accountant is doing, even though he doesn't know you're doing it. So there's a way to catch a thief with the AI now that you couldn't before, even though you don't know. The AI has enough information that if you feed it the right data and you keep track of it, it can tell you when something's off so that you can go sniff it out.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Shout out to that. I mean, y'all can share some more stuff in the back office. I'm just gonna close out and stuff.
I'm gonna say bye. Yeah, so bye, and it's always fun to be on.
Yeah,
and I'm not.
Don't hang up though, because
I'm not.
Y'all can converse in the back office. Black Cleaner, you want to say anything before we close this out, brother?
Yep. Thank you very much for having me on your panel. Thanks to all of the people watching on my line. Check out my books that are available on Amazon, Memoirs of a Narcissist and Found in Translation. Both of those are available on Amazon. Check me out on the Black Cleaner Network. I just put up a trailer for the new segment that I'm putting out, which is called Traveling While Black, which I'll be traveling different places around the country, around the world, showing you where the black people at. Y'all want to know where the white women at? I'm showing y'all where the black people at.
I see that deck over there. You a DJ too?
Yeah, I do DJing. That's my little part time. DJ Renegon.
Yeah, he infamous DJ. You know what I mean? Shout out to
that. I'm right behind you.
Before I close out, you want to
I'm right behind you, KB. I'm right behind KB. I have a book coming. I was trying to get it out this month, but I probably won't get it out until maybe the end of March. And it's the AI Filmmakers Playbook that I've been working on as a 50-plus-year-old guy learning AI from scratch, self-taught, and then reinforcing it with the things I know now. Even though I go through Trixie and some of the other ones, I already know half the shit they're teaching everybody because I've gone through trial and error. But now I'm actually doing ChatGPT programming, and I got my own AIs to generate thumbnails off scratch. All you have to do is tell it what you want, and it'll pull it up and make it real quick. That's how I'm getting things done so quick now. Even when we're on lives and I'm doing thumbnails while we're on a live, just in a casual way, and I show them to Charlie Chan in the background. Like, look, this is what I just cooked up while we sitting here talking. So yeah, AI is the way to go. I would tell for anybody younger than me, y'all need to get into it. Y'all need to understand it.
Yeah.
And y'all need to start learning how to utilize it to your best of ability. Stop just asking it a question and getting one answer. Learn how to use it where it produces. AI now can be your personal assistant. It will answer your actual emails and respond in the way you would respond. Now, the longer you talk to your ChatGPT, the more it knows about you. Matter of fact, the kickoff would have been, if you guys paid attention to Facebook, when they had that little caricature game where it gave you a prompt and said, based on your caricature, that's what ChatGPT knows about you. So the more you talk to it, the more you teach it, the more you ask it questions, the more it knows about your background. So I literally went and made a master prompt for myself. It actually knows my personality traits. It knows my 16 personality trait. It knows my archetype. It knows my background as far as military, my educational level. It knows everything about me that it made a master prompt for me. Matter of fact, if I played a video for you right now, I have an AI voice that sounds exactly like me. It expresses and voice acts the way I would.
And you did that all in the settings, right?
Yeah. The settings and the way the prompts are done.
Yeah, we can talk about that in the background. We're going to go close out because now we have 2 hours and 31 minutes.
I'm just saying that I was talking about my book. I was just talking about my book, like he got to promote his book. I was just talking about my book for a half a second. I ain't long. I'll end it. But yeah, so at the end of the day, AI is a thing, and all I'm trying to tell you guys is to get into it. Start understanding what it can do to make your life easier. There's, like I said, it's a way of releasing some of the things we have a tight grip on and letting AI manage those things so that you can be more productive and make more money. Okay. And that's how you do that. You free yourself of the ancillary things, the day-to-day menial things that doesn't make you any money so you can make money. And that's all I wanted to say. So go ahead. Next.
Appreciate you, Ronan. Man, shout out to everybody that pulled up, man. Sincerely, man. Shout out to you, YV. Hey, and it didn't go over my head. I don't know if it went over Black Cleaner head, but you was commenting from his channel, so you even went over there to show him some love, man. Shout out to YV, man. You
much love and appreciate it.
No, bro. Like, appreciate you, YV. Shout out to everybody that pulled up and showed love. And once again, let me remind you, if you hasn't hit the subscribe button, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just look in the window, look in the mirror and say I'm a hater. Just say that. You know what I mean? Like, it's free. But
Right.
we're gonna
We
go ahead
fun
and
over
close.
here. We fun over here.
Yeah, definitely. So Ronald, I'm gonna play the what's name, but to just end the screen. I mean, just to like keep it going. I just hit end the screen though, right?
Once you end the stream, we'll still be in the room, but nobody else will be hearing our conversation.
Okay, so
I'll be in Bogota March 28th. That's
look, you gonna go out there and
that's all for my announcement.
Where the white women at?
Yeah, you gonna go out there and they gonna steal your kid.
He's going for a Pfizer.
Man, Bogota got them dots. I'm like, I'm starting to be like, dang, she looked like she got problems in her life. So that's how you know it's about to be crazy once I land. Once I touch down, she looked like she lost in life. Damn. What? Go ahead.
Damn, that's crazy. Well, why we gonna go play the song? I don't know. You got because y'all mics are still hot. I want y'all to know that too. So you'll still be able to hear you. So yeah, shout out to Chalupe. But we're gonna go ahead and play the song and get up out of here, man. Appreciate each and every one of y'all, and y'all have a great one. This is Charlie Chan with Charlie Chan TV.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Late night. Truth only move when the room got order. Mr. Peppers and Prime on the control. Welcome to Charlie Chan TV. Yeah. Three beautiful women, whole panel in a vibe. Vibing with me, she set the tone when she look you in your eyes. Tam talk straight, no filter, no disguise. And a smooth with it, every word calm but precise. Chat going crazy, yeah, the numbers stay live. Everybody got opinions when the combo get tight. Different views, same table, respect, stay intact. Late night panels where the feelings meet facts. Late night, don't sleep, don't sleep. True talk, true, no retreat, no retreat. Panel lead, crowd loud, Charlie Chan, TV, Charlie Chan, TV, Charlie Chan, TV, Charlie Chan, TV.
Once again, man, Charlie Chan out here being some of the most beautiful women, bitch friendly like that.
Yeah, sick of the lies. Same topics rotate every time they go live. Black men in Germany, Berlin, state of mind. Different culture, different lens, still speaking this side. Black cleaner, keep it solid, street calm, no flex. Miguel, keep it gangster, let the truth handle the rest. Ain't nobody running when the questions get steep. Nothing moves unless Peppers nod, Prime say speak. Two moderators. One room, one mic at a time. Now let it cook. Charlie Chan, TV, Louisiana, where it starts. Southern roots, but the vision way bigger than charts. Panel talking night, hotel reviews by day. From lobby to rooftop, he telling no fake. Grinding every wildin' in the comments tonight. Typing fast, cracking jokes, adding fuel to the light. Gonna dance him on his top supporter in the chat. But he said, cam up, Charlie, yeah, pressure like that. Hey, the travel POV, nodded off mid-lap. Guess these late nights build different, everybody can survive. Hey, late nights, don't sleep, don't sleep. Real talk, real boss. Boss speech, Peppers Prime, crowd loud, Charlie Chan, TV, Charlie Chan, TV, Charlie Chan, TV. Shout out to Live Chat. Shout out to Replay Game. Shout out to supporters who keep the lights on. If you're here every night, we see you. Let's talk.
Charlie Chan TV. Charlie Chan TV. We out here at Ryan Party, man. This number right now, man. My list, man.